Thank you, we will. Timothy Mason donated $100. Watching you guys do these speed runs makes me feel like I'm complete garbage at video games. Nicely done. Put the money towards whatever you feel like. It was probably Die Hard.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
We gotta work up to Cosmo. And we gotta unlock the Cosmo challenge by finishing the previous one. So
How much is the current one?
the current one is we're probably up to around 800 on that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's out of 1,000, and then the Cosmo is 2,000. So we're trying to unlock the Cosmo challenge, and then I'm sure people will really go nuts for it.
Okay.
Okay, so Rain apparently requested Maria on Soap. Probably to troll Rob. So yeah. Well, you could always donate to troll Rob. Cameron Christensen donated $25. Cancer sucks. Die Hard owns. All glory to the Hypnotoad. If I could do like a vocalization of that weird noise the Hypnotoad does, I'd do it. So just kind of imagine I'm doing that now, and there's a guy in the background trying. So thanks for the assistance.
Normally play windowed mode.
Okay. Do we do windowed and Facebook?
Yeah, that's it. Go for it. There's going to be a bar at the top. Can you learn an expert?
We're not going to do it.
An expert either?
No, well, yeah, it's just we're not going to mess with it.
Okay,
I'll take too many games.
I mean, I can switch to full screen mode as well.
No,
it's easier.
Go with whatever you're comfortable with.
Martha Peck donated $20. Marth Vader here. Keep up the awesome work towards a very important cause. My vote is for anything except Die Hard. Good luck. Have fun. So what did that go towards?
Huh?
We haven't decided.
We haven't decided yet.
What do you guys
Okay.
think?
How about this? Best Final Fantasy being Final Fantasy Legend.
No, we're not touching that. No. That is for the viewers only.
Define that.
Huh?
Well, there's the
The next
Amnesia.
game is Save Kill Agrippa.
Yeah. Is that still like $40 apart? We could put it closer.
Let me see.
Just Mega Man 9.
Have the audio out?
Or
No,
Mega Man
we don't have the audio.
No, apparently it's all on
He
save.
put some.
We're not
He
doing
put 50 towards kill earlier, did he?
That must have gotten broken.
Okay. Analog audio, then we need it here.
Yeah, no, but
Do whatever
it's
you
been
need
there for a while.
It was at 90, and then we got 50 towards saved, so it probably just didn't get assigned correctly.
That's gonna be a fun fix.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So while they figure that out, we'll put it else to something random. So how about Fallout one-handed?
So
Fallout one-handed has been met.
Has it been met?
this is the
Let me
output.
see.
It was close.
No, this is the input. Input.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's just short, so
Fallout
And then
one-handed,
this
sure.
is
Fallout one-handed.
Okay, that's good one.
What does Fallout 1 need to get to?
500.
Was it? What's that?
It was at
it'll work fine.
465. We just
Hang
put
on to
20
this.
towards it.
Okay.
Stephen Catron donated $10. Grandfather currently suffers from colon cancer. Wish I could donate more, but I hope this helps all the same. Yes, it does, and thank you very much.
All right, let me know if you get. Yeah, let me know if you get.
Which one is that?
No. That one plugs into my computer.
Ashley Brunt donated $30. Thank you all for your work putting this together for such a good cause. Awesome job on the runs. We lost my grandmother several years ago, and I have almost lost my grandmother and my mother to this horrible disease. I hope one day no one else will have to suffer it. Thank you very much for your
I have
donation.
another 5x tomorrow.
I'm going to click this because the flashing is annoying. So I think we're getting closer to fixing Amnesia here.
I mean, we've got video and everything. We just need to make sure that the audio is working.
Yeah.
As well. And then we're good to go.
So we'll have Amnesia here shortly. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Okay, so yeah. Kill Agrippa's at 50, save is at 105.
All right, so if you really want Agrippa to be killed, you've got some work to do. It's $55 behind.
We could do it either way.
And that's going to be cut off pretty quickly into the run. So you want to be getting that in now if you want to be changing that. And Christopher Becker donated $25. Lost my mom to cancer just a month ago. Boot cancer. Cancer is dumb. But speedrun, go you guys. Keep up the good work. I couldn't agree more. Thank you very much, Christopher.
I just don't want to mess this up more than yours. I mean, I just thought you needed more than you had.
No. This is me.
Alright, Casual Dragon Bjorn donated $20. My cousin got tongue cancer and had to have 2 surgeries to get rid of it. Let's get rid of cancer so things like that don't happen to others. Please put my donation towards anything you, the speaker, want. Unless you use my real name, then put it towards slapping yourself. No, we covered it. Thank you very much. So, what I want... That should put us over on Fallout One-Handed, right?
How much was it? 20?
20?
Yeah, I think so.
So let's do that. Let's make Lee play Fallout One-Handed.
Okay. Okay.
It's not exactly trolling Lee, but I want to see it.
I mean, it was his idea, right?
Oh, it's his idea.
He should be up for it.
Thomas Smith donated $10. Excellent stream. Love the Super Meat Boy run. I want to contribute my donation to the Die Hardest race. Keep up the great work, everyone. So yeah, apparently we only have 1 copy of that game, and it's not a race anymore. So once we unlock the 3rd Die Hard run, we're working towards Cosmo. It'll be Cosmo playing by himself and attempting to break the record. But Cosmo, as you know, is a quick study and is over learning from the best on how to play that game. So once we finish up unlocking the 3rd one, we'll start moving towards getting Cosmo to play the 4th one. And we're...
apparently we're having problems with one of the mics, Cool Maddie.
One of the what?
One of the mics here.
Can we be more specific? Like, what's going on?
I don't know.
Talk.
Hi, we're talking. I'm doing my radio voice. How is this? We're diagnosing sound problems.
Apparently they're hearing a lot of static as you're moving stuff around.
Why don't you go...
Okay, 1 second. I'm here.
Well, they are messing with wires and making sure that the mixer is set up correctly for the upcoming run.
One. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what it is.
I'm checking them all. Oh, they're all synthesized. Am I hearing any static now?
I'm going to talk some more for you so you can try and hear static. Giving you my radio voice.
It's a pretty good radio voice.
Adam, could you come and check the brightness?
Brightness?
You know, from the...
Oh, I usually crank it up like 40%.
Apparently it's better.
People are saying it's better, so whatever you just changed.
I'll just keep listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was just moving around cables.
Yeah, we were trying to make sure the audio for this game is done correctly because he's playing it on his laptop instead of the main PC. So we were moving cables, and there was probably just some crackling going on while we're moving cables. That can happen.
Yeah, I'll just
So
load
thanks
it
for
up.
letting us know. It's great to hear that kind of feedback so we can diagnose it. But that one was probably just something really simple.
Refineries is pretty much the darkest area. So let's try that one.
Scott Fiedler donated $20. Hey, Adam, LaFolk here. This $10 goes to you showing me how to do chairlifts at some point in the future. Wait, did you hear that, Adam?
Sorry?
Hey, Adam, LaFolk here. This $10 goes to you showing me how to do chairlifts at some point in the future. If that doesn't work, put the $10 to having Adam die in the cells. Also, you, Weebles, and I will need to race once you return to your home country of Mongolia. Good luck, have fun.
Okay. Thanks for the donation, LaFod. I will show you how to do channels,
Wait, no,
definitely.
dude, this has account name Oasis on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you logged on.
Don't worry about it yet. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
is there
go
supposed to be
away.
audio playing right now?
There should be audio, definitely.
That's what we're getting audio.
Thank you for your
Got
donation.
a flashback at the moment, so there should be sound coming through. And it should be incredibly dark, by the way.
I'm hearing something. I'm hearing it too.
Do I need to crank it up on my end? Or?
No.
Ah, there you go. Oh, this is fancy.
So we're doing some final checks on Amnesia here. Should be getting started here in a minute. Thanks for sticking with us, guys, and being patient. This is an awesome run if you haven't seen it before. I know a lot of people who haven't seen this might be questioning how you speed run Amnesia. Just wait and see. You are not prepared for what you're about to see.
Okay.
Let's just say that shovels are really strong. Is that a good assessment, Adam?
Shovels are fantastic, trust me.
Yeah, shovels are amazing.
Shovel has become my favourite item in any game ever.
I knew it was one of these.
And that's an item a lot of people could have just not even noticed the shovel. Like, you could just go through that room and not see the shovel, and that's a crucial part of your run now.
It's such a trivial thing, but it makes the run so much better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Make sure that the time there.
So hopefully we'll be starting here in a minute.
Check.
I mean, I hear it right here.
That's what I was just told. Is that wrong?
No,
Okay, so we are doing the race?
Yeah.
Once we schedule or just completely draw, and then it'll be drawn.
Okay, so apparently we're back to having a race on Die Hard.
Yeah.
Okay, is it going to be two people, or are you still in the race?
It's not what?
So it's going to be...
Is there a place that make some noise?
Make some noise.
How's that
I just
you?
need to try a
Okay.
different area.
What's your name again?
You need to
So apparently it's going to be Cosmo versus Withheld in the race now. Because we have a PAL pack of Die Hard.
I want mine on this one.
Do I have a safe thread? Then he does.
So the race is back. Hype race, Die Hard race. What better race? Yeah, apparently we have a PAL pack of Die Hard.
That's true.
And so now it's going to be Cosmo versus Withheld racing Die Hard.
I'm gonna do the screeching noise whenever.
Once we get to that one. This one just keeps stranger and stranger, but it's Cosmo playing that game. I mean, come on, that's hype. Especially since Cosmo has that habit of playing games and just being so chill while he's doing silly things. Like, what's gonna happen with Die Hard? I keep marking this comment as red, and it just won't go away.
Keep on reading it.
Maybe that's what we need to do. So you're just gonna get your comment read twice, so maybe it'll go away from the tracker. Thomas Smith donated $10. Excellent stream. Love the Meat Boy run. I want to contribute my donation to the Die Hardest race. Keep up the good work, everyone. And it's a race again, so it's appropriate. Maybe the tracker was yelling at me because it's a race again. I don't know.
Are you hearing anything?
Yeah, we need a little louder into the...
The webcam is on the PC right now, isn't it?
I don't mind. Yeah, no, don't put it anymore. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to Frankenstein the setups a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. So I think we're good.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try and set these up so they don't come in on the mic.
What's the delay roughly in the audio?
I have no idea.
Oh, he's pissed.
Yeah.
All right,
It'll
so
be.
Oh my god.
let's see if that worked.
Really delayed?
Hey, it worked. It's
Wait,
gone.
Let me get punched.
So the tracker just wanted me to read that donation again, apparently.
It seems really even actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, dude. He's just standing here. Oh, there you go.
It's just the.
We're doing some final tests here, it looks like. We had to Frankenstein the setup here a little bit, so that's why we had the delay. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. Leave it low, and I can increase it on my end.
I think we're doing some final volume adjustments right now.
Yep.
So I think we all set.
Is it all set? Are you ready to go?
Ooh, we're
And it's recording, so.
getting the ready checks.
Brightness wave as well?
Dot ready,
That's
dot ready. Racers ready up. Race spot is a go.
I'm up for a race if anybody in the chat wants to do it.
Okay.
We do not need to wait on people to ready up right now, Adam.
Just countdown thing then.
Kind of. Okay, I'm gonna go back to main menu.
Do we want to adjust the camera?
I can rotate.
A little bit.
Yeah, we can. It's easy to just move the monitor, yeah.
Shift the...
As long as I don't push you off the table.
You're
You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Bob.
Just do that so you can see Adam a little bit.
priority. Maybe. If you're good.
Yeah, you're just.
Oh, never mind. You can't use it. Never mind. I forgot we had to have everybody listening. I was gonna say you can use it, but a little bit down.
I could plug a USB headphone in if you want me to.
Actually, I can give you my headphones if you really need them.
It should be okay.
Wouldn't you hear
I'm-
me
I'm-
talking twice?
No, because I can
Well-
just send game audio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you use USB headphones, like it won't use these.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, that's the issue. Okay.
We unfortunately are kind of stuck in where we're at.
Just gonna max gamma for a moment.
Speakers
Okay.
That's a side effect of the setup we
You
had
guys
to do
okay?
for this run.
Alright, yep, so do a
Okay.
countdown whenever you're ready.
Well, there's
We
going to be a
could
really
turn-
long loading screen at first.
We could
so I'm
turn
just
this around for
gonna
people
start the
listening
game
out
and
here,
then-
Let me know when it's
since
done.
it's showing right here.
Shout. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just shout something.
but we could turn the camera.
Okay.
Screen.
You could go watch in the New York room.
This cable. Just doing really fast.
Yeah, we had to kind of finagle the setup a little bit, and that killed the viewing monitor over there. That's just for this
Okay,
run.
go.
The other ones will have the back on the monitor over here. What? He's right here.
Hi.
You can be behind him as long as you're quiet and not in the way.
If you want to read comments, now is pretty much the only time where there's really nothing going on.
Yeah, I've got one more. So
Okay, go for it.
Nathan Schutz donated $10. I just spent almost the entire day watching this stream. Keep up the good work. Put this donations towards Megamari. Thank you very much.
Is it bright enough on stream?
Okay, we got a few more, so I'm just gonna keep going and you cut me off, okay?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, first room, nothing's going on.
Jonathan Radmer donated $5. Shoutouts to Based Adam K from Spaghetti Mart. Thank you for making this game more entertaining than YouTube personalities ever could.
Let me know at any time if you want to increase the volume on the speakers.
I'm not desperate for audio, to be honest. There's only a couple of, like, kind of audio cues that I need, but nothing too important. Shoutouts to VG, by the way. I enjoyed visiting you guys, and I will visit you in the future as well.
Brian Sanchez donated $5. He's quite amused that we read his donation and how he was excited for Isaac right when he died the second time. He says that I can only assume that I jinxed him. Sorry about that. Here's $5 more. P.S. I'd like to put my two donations towards Ratchet and Clank, all things Pokemon, and all things Zelda. Good luck. So, we're not entirely sure what you're specifying there, if it's a challenge or a file name. So if you could PM SDA Marathon in IRC and clarify that, we can get your donation towards the right target. If you do that, please make sure that when you're PMing SDA Marathon about your donations that you tell us what email you donated under so we can verify that you're the one that donated.
Ooh, got a stairs boost. Whenever you jump downstairs, there's a slight chance that you'll actually land on the corner of one of those steps, and then the game just randomly launches you forward. So it's a tiny time saver, but you know, anything is welcome in a speedrun. Saves like 1 second roughly, and it rarely happens. So.
Well, especially since in this part your walk speed is really slow.
Yes. I also have to actually stay within bounds in this section, well, in the first area, because I need to walk through certain triggers to actually increase my walking speed. Every time you hit some kind of trigger where some weird stuff goes on, my walking speed gets increased. I enter this room where you can actually find the lantern to trigger the final thing, this whirlwind, and that increases my running speed again, and then I just
Welcome
flip out
to
of bounds
Amnesia.
because
So,
this is pretty much
special, or do you just jump there and then you're out?
you actually have to kind of crouch jump. You have to wiggle yourself into a very specific position, and then crouch jump, and then you're out of bounds, basically.
Yeah, and if you're wondering how Amnesia gets speedrun, that's how.
This is it. Yeah, expect this game to be horribly, horribly broken. It is not going to be anything like a regular playthrough, which should be a bit more entertaining, I hope. So that was the first out of bounds part, but it's not going to end here. I'm going to boost my way up onto the upper floor here. This is a bit of a nasty boost. I have to use this rubble here to kind of jump up, and then as I'm jumping up, I jump up a second time somehow.
And that skips one of the triggers, right?
Yes, this skips a flashback trigger. During a speedrun, I want to skip as many flashback triggers as possible because they suck, basically. They really reduce my running speed, and I don't want that, clearly.
This is chairless, right?
This is chairless, by the way, so here you go, LeFoc. But basically what I did, I'm going to pause here for a second and just explain what I did. I jumped into this window area, which is actually too small for Daniel to actually fit in there. So whenever I try to run around and try to jump, the game just kind of freaks out and doesn't really know how to handle it. So it just launches me out of bounds, basically. That happens surprisingly often in this game.
And you
by the
just
way.
skipped the entire laboratory puzzle.
I skipped I skipped a lot of gameplay in this section, basically. I skipped the whole puzzle where you have to make the acid to dissolve the red goo that's blocking the door and everything. I skipped like 5 areas in one go, pretty much. And that's just with one trick, so yeah. This area is just pitch black. You have to sit through kind of dull flashback. And yeah, not much going on here yet. Up until this point. This is the first monster encounter. It's going to be one of many, by the way. So normally what you do during a regular playthrough is that you know, go and hide and wait until he's gone, but we don't really have the time for it. So I'm just going to run past him, close the door on him as well. He's going to spend some time trying to bash through it, and in the meantime I'm going to move away these boxes, grab one of these boxes and solve this puzzle real quickly on the fly. Need to hit this stick in the ceiling there. Okay, and then just flip this thing and we can go to the next area. Let's see, I got the jump. It's possible to actually jump and crouch at a very specific time, which then allows you to fall straight through the gap without being slowed down at any point of time. Again, it's a pretty tiny trick, but I mean, anything is welcome during the speedrun. So the area that we enter now is the infamous water part, which has probably terrified quite a lot of people, and I'm just going to trivialize it, basically.
And you're here already in like, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, this is pretty much 5 minutes in, I think. I intentionally walked through the water for a short while there, just to pull the monster into the room, and then that gives me precisely enough room to actually, you know, pass by him without him being able to punch me. Here I pick up the box and just push the arm into the water, and he's going to run over and grab it at some point. There we go. That should be it. Yeah, normally audio cues would be useful at this point, but I can do it without them as well. What I do here is that I grab the valve and turn it around while walking into the door. There's quite a bit of leeway for where you can stand while grabbing and using items, and apparently, you know, you can stand pretty far away sometimes. Grab the hollow needle, knock the pot, okay, and we're through. So that was the terrifying water section, basically.
There was a monster there?
There was a monster. There were actually 2 monsters there, but I mean, I basically kind of ignored one of them, and the other one was distracted.
You make it kind of easy to forget that they're there.
Yeah. This is the only section where the monster can actually kind of possibly kill me. I have to do a really nasty boost here. There's some goo right next to the wall there, and I have to run into it and spam the jump button, basically. And with a bit of luck, I'll be able to launch myself upward really high, and that will push me out of bounds. I'm going to try this a couple more times. I think the monster... Oh crap, he's already here. He punched me already, so I'm just going to let myself die. Because that will make me respawn with full health, and then I can just try the trick real quickly again.
And that's why it's tricky, is because you're on a time limit until he gets to you.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm going to try this one more time. If I don't get this on the first couple of tries, I'll just run through the tunnel, because I don't want to waste too much time on it. It's a cool trick, but, you know, we still have to do this the speedy way. I'm getting pretty high, but I'm not getting high enough to actually make it all the way out of bounds.
I can't remember if you got this at Sandython.
I usually get this, actually, yeah. Okay, screwed. I'm just going to skip this trick. Believe me that there is basically a way to launch yourself out of bounds, and...
There'll be plenty more.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty more of out of bounds sequences anyway, so you're not missing out on the most interesting stuff just yet. There are actually 2 paths you can take. You can either go left or right, and the right path is slightly quicker. It's just a few seconds worth of the difference.
That is wonderful.
We're beating League of Legends?
No, we are.
We beat League of Legends while we were playing Die.
Yeah.
Better game.
Apparently.
Congrats to Kirk Q then. Okay, so now we're in the back hall. This is a kind of uneventful area. This is one of the least broken areas, actually. I'm going to try and do a fancy boost onto the upper floor. This is a bit of a tricky one. I'm going to give it one more go. If it doesn't happen, I'll just use the stairs, basically. Okay. Didn't happen. Clearly marathon luck, of course. If you get the skip, then it saves like 6 seconds, roughly. And it looks fancy.
So just to confirm, those times when you're going out of bounds and you're falling past a door and clicking it, you can just fall past it and miss it, right?
Yes, you can. And then you waste like at least 20 seconds basically falling down until you hit the killing floor. And then you respawn somewhere within that again. So, There's lots of rooms in this area, but there's only one actually relevant room that we need to go to. I'm going to break this window and just jump around outside.
So you just wiggled at it and broke?
Yeah, you just kind of click on it basically, and then it suddenly breaks. Got to grab the rod here. This is the first rod that we need to pick up. Going to also fill up my my lantern, but if you look at my inventory, I don't actually have a lantern, so I've just filled up something with oil, except I don't know what it is really.
Maybe your pants?
Yeah, it could be my pants, could be anything really. Got to show you a fancy out of bounds trick here. Again, using some rubble to boost myself out of bounds like so, and then you can just go straight to the door without having to go outside again and do the weird platforming. And this is of course slightly riskier because I have to open up this door from the other side. So I'm going to do this a bit carefully. There we go. So I actually opened up the door while falling down. There's a very small time window to do this, but I'm trained in this game, so I actually got it. No room is really complete without some out of bounds parts, so we're just going to go out of bounds here as well. This is one of the easiest tricks, by the way. Basically what I have to do is just jump into this kind of corner next to this, in between this wall and the shelf here. And then if I do this correctly and the game actually cooperates, yeah, the character just kind of starts wiggling around and then suddenly you get pushed through the wall.
Does that work with the slower walking speed, or do you have to wait for that to finish?
It actually works during the cutscene as well, yeah, but it's a bit luck-based, so sometimes it doesn't work out straight away. And the monster does actually spawn in here. I don't think he can see me. He's just going to walk around a bit, and I exit the area in the meantime. So normally what's supposed to happen is that you hide from the monster, obviously, until he's gone, but I just kind of skip the whole bloody part. It's possible to get a small Whoa, that was interesting. It's possible to get a small boost off the back of that eagle. You get launched forward a bit. I'm going to try and get a stairs boost here, but I'm not really counting on it. It happens like once every 100 times you walk down some stairs. So here we have to collect the next two rods to fix the elevator. But before we do that, we have to make a drill. So when you pick up this drill bit, you spawn a monster right here. He's going to follow me. What I do next is just trigger a flashback, because whenever you trigger a flashback, monsters just ignore you completely. So you can't really see me.
And that's because you slow down during a flashback and they'd kill you if they didn't do that?
Exactly. I mean, it would be kind of unfair from the game if you would simply die whenever you trigger a flashback and there's a monster around. Because there's just no way to avoid them. They're quicker than I am, even when there's no flashback, so during a flashback when my walking speed is reduced quite considerably, there's just no way to outrun them. So I've got all the drill bits. I'm going to combine them real quickly and use it onto this barrel. And then I'm going to use this chemistry pot. But you might have noticed that I actually never picked up this chemistry pot. This is due to one of the patches that Frictional Games actually made for this game. There used to be a glitch where you could reach this area without ever solving the puzzle involving the chemistry pot. And considering that you need the chemistry pot in this area to actually get through it, players would just get stuck here permanently. So rather than fixing this glitch that you could actually reach this area without the chemistry pod, they simply put in a trigger earlier in the game that checks whether you've got the thing. If you do have it, then nothing happens. If you don't have it, they actually just give you one. So, funnily enough, playing this game on the latest patch is actually best for speedrunning. Simply because that's not very common, no. Usually the vanilla version is the 1.0 version is the quickest to speedrun because they fix the fewest glitches. This is like one of the very few exceptions where playing the patched version is actually the quickest. It saves like probably 4 to 5 minutes at least in a speedrun setting. Here I'll just have to kind of sit through some flashbacks. It is possible to get out of bounds and do all of this stuff from outside these boundaries, but that's just not safe for a single second run at all. So I'm not even going to try doing it. Picks up the last 2 rods and that makes another monster spawn. He's going to chase me for a while. So basically you have to run away really quickly. You're going to take a couple of shortcuts like walking on top of this table. He actually has to walk around the rubble. So this is, it makes me slightly quicker, relatively speaking. And I cut these corners pretty closely as well, so then he just loses sight of me. As soon as he loses sight of me, he just stops tracking me. Oh, here's another monster.
Oh, he took a swing.
He did a swing, yes, but his aim is not exactly great, so he missed his swing, and that slows him down a bit, so that actually gives me enough time to reach this door right here.
Is there a chance of him actually hitting you there?
Yeah, there is. If I would turn around and just look at him and still run away, he would catch up to me. Basically, I've got like half a second worth of room of error, basically, to get away from him. So it can go wrong very easily. I'll walk along the carpet right here because it somehow magically opens up this door automatically, and it skips a flashback trigger. So yeah, and yeah, unfortunately we do have to fix the machine in the machine room. We've tried very extensively to actually skip this whole area, but we haven't been able to find anything. We have to fix this machine to make the elevator work, and we need the elevator to reach the next area. And there's no particularly interesting glitches in the machine room, so if you're behind on donation comments or something, then there might be a good chance.
Pizza Lawyer donated $5 and said, "Shoutouts to Adam and the crew from Pizza Lawyer. Such is life in Amnesia."
Greetings to you too, Pizza Lawyer.
Robert Smith donated $15. "Hey there, I don't have a sad story since I don't have no one I know has had cancer. But here's to hoping no one does. Shout out Team Liquid." Thank you very much for your donation.
I just throw around these cogwheels, by the way, because carrying them slows me down a bit. And considering that there's two that I actually need to carry for quite a bit of a distance, I just throw them around a bit. Gonna try and get this throw as well. Yeah, cool, got one of them. If you throw them correctly, you can actually fix the machine from a distance. Got two of them even. Okay, let's see if we can make this. One. Okay, missed the last one. Damn it. Two's already really good though. I never really get the third one as well.
Yeah, earlier in practice, one of them kind of swung its way on, but it didn't actually hook on, so you had to fix it anyway.
They can actually get kind of stuck in between the spots where you're supposed to throw them, and then you have to wiggle around for a while to fix it again. You just need 3 pieces of coal to fix it, to fill up this burner. Don't even have to close the door or anything, you just turn it on basically. Last cogwheel here, there we go, flip the switch, and we're done with the machine room. And then we just need to make our way back to the entrance. It is possible to get out of bounds in this area as well, like pretty much everywhere else in the game, but it doesn't really help you. It's unreliable. You tend to get stuck more often than actually go out of bounds, and it doesn't save you any time, so I just run back basically. Slightly easier. Really short section here. Just have to walk up to the elevator, and then I'm actually going to make this elevator leave without me. So there goes the elevator. I walk away, but then, before you know it, I somehow magically teleport back inside the elevator. Don't ask me how it works, but you know, Daniel's a wizard, I guess. And fun fact about this room is that the elevator is actually stationary. It is the room around the elevator that's moving. I guess they did it because moving the elevator would probably mess with the physics, and you probably notice that the physics are not that great in this game. It tends to kind of, you know, break pretty easily. So I figured this was the easier option, basically. And yeah, nothing really, nothing you can really do in that elevator. It's just like 40 seconds of waiting.
And jumping.
And some jumping for entertainment. Gotta entertain the stream, of course. So, feel free to read anything if you...
Christian Gabor donated $13.64. It says, "Love what you guys are doing. Keep it up. Put it towards anything." Apparently it was put towards killing Agrippa to make it a bit closer.
Okay. In this area, I'm actually going to do something strange, if I get inside at least. There's a rock here on the ground, and I'm going to try and pick it up if I can localize it at least. Okay, I have absolutely no clue where it is. I've got a pitch black screen here, basically. I'm used to slightly different brightness settings, so I'm lost. Let's see. Okay, I found my way. Usually what you want to do when you actually see what's going on is pick up a rock that's lying on the ground. Normally when you pick up heavy stuff, Daniel actually slows down, but this is the one exception to that rule, because there's some kind of weird trigger that slows you down even more, and then apparently picking up the rock overrides it. Okay, so he needs to try and punch me, as he did, because that makes him fall behind a bit. Then I open up this door, walk inside, trigger the flashback, and he starts ignoring me again. There we go. We can admire his beautiful bum cheeks while we walk away from this area. So there goes the monster. And okay. And then I have to walk through a pitch black corridor. I really can't see anything.
Well, that should help right about now, wouldn't it?
I should look at the XSplit window and see what that looks like. Yeah, that might help as well. You don't actually have to combine the hammer and the tipper, by the way, to use it. You can just use it straight away. And this is the cut-off point for where I need to know whether I'm going to save a grip or just let him die. Because there's one item that I need to pick up in this area.
Currently, its save is $110 to $63.64.
So we're saving him. Cool. It's going to make the run slightly longer, but it also involves an extra monster chase. The monster chase is actually kind of optional because I know a way to skip it, but for the entertainment of the stream, I'm going to make it happen anyway. There's a lot of rubble here, and I need to clear it in a very specific order. If you do it in any other order, the rocks will just get stuck inside the walls, and then you waste a lot of time trying to loosen them up again. So, okay, I need to pick up the glass jar in this area. So I have to stick to the right here, and there's going to be a monster spawn somewhere around here. Yeah, there he is, my good friend. I can't actually attract his attention or anything. You can just walk straight towards him and nothing will happen. So I just walk ahead. And then in this area, game freezes for a second. Okay, there we go. Just pick up the glass jar, because we're going to need it to save a gripper later on. And here comes the monster chase. There's my good friend. He's going to try and make him punch me, but miss me, of course. And then I'll just stick to the left-hand side and cut my corners really closely. And then, of course, to finish things off, we're going to go out of bounds. So just run into this rubble here. Oh crap! I actually fell off the level. That can happen whenever you go out of bounds. You can actually kind of bounce off the boundaries, bounce off the level, and then you just fall down for like 15 seconds before he randomly dies and respawns back in bounds again. That is always the risk of going out of bounds. There's not that much you can do about it. And the game always gives you these awesome hints on how to carry on. Where did the game actually put me? That is a good question now. I think I need to go through here. It put me like ages away from where I was just now. But
Is that because you missed some checks while doing silly things?
No, not really actually. I'm not sure why it put me there. Actually, I'm going to really quickly go to the graphical sections. Whenever I play in full screen mode, my brightness settings just reset once every while. So it was pitch black for me now. I've just increased the brightness temporarily just to make it slightly easy for me to see where I'm actually going. As always, I just use some rubble to push myself out of bounds. Makes this area a whole lot shorter. Normally you're supposed to find some acid and break down this lock. I just skip all that stuff and go straight to the exit.
I thought you missed it for a second because the loading screen was slow.
It is always very risky. It does happen sometimes that I miss the door. That is pretty much the worst thing that can happen. We're going to do a very simple but very awesome skip here. I'm going to use this rubble here, these broken stairs, to launch myself up. And I'm going to try and land on a very small ledge that's kind of sticking out of the wall there. And that's going to let me go straight to the morgue, if I do it correctly.
If you miss the ledge, there's a brick there, isn't there?
There isn't anywhere else I can stand really. Okay, so we got the boost, and I could just go straight to the morgue. This skips two relatively long areas. Normally I'd have to drain the water, I think, and fix the machine, and then lower some bridges and do some other stuff. But I just go straight to the morgue and skip all that crap. Because, who needs bridges when you can just launch yourself up.
I love that you speedrun this game so much that you're not 100% certain of what it is you're skipping anymore.
Well, I have done a glitchless run before as well, but I generally just stick to the glitched any % route because it's the most entertaining one. I occasionally pick up some laudanum, which are potions. That's just kind of a safety thing, really. I shouldn't technically need any potions throughout the run, but there are a couple of occasions where I could lose a bit of health. Losing health reduces my walking speed, which is, of course, usually not that good for a speedrun. So now we're just going to drill this guy's head open, and then stick a needle inside it and stab myself with it, because that's what people do in morgues. Cool. And if I'm quick enough with opening up this door, it is actually possible to avoid all the monster triggers. Normally there's a monster waiting for you on the other side of the door, but if you're actually quick enough, nothing actually spawns. So you can just walk straight to the exit.
Let's get going.
And that's all of the morgue. And now we're going to go and clip straight into the sewers. You might have noticed that I haven't drained the water, so technically I shouldn't be able to enter the sewers, but we're going to do it anyway. Because, you know, amnesia. That's just the way this game works. There's one specific area where I can simply put myself out of bounds. I need to walk up here. This is kind of an inconsistent trick. We found some way of getting it more consistently, and of course I got it on my first try now. Basically I just push myself through the wall there and then go straight to the sewer door, which is flooded, by the way. You can tell that there's water on the other side, but that's no issue for Daniel. He can just open it up. I did have to go through the morgue earlier on to get the antidote against the poisonous mushrooms, but apart from that you can just enter the sewers without any issues. What I do here is drop down and grab the ladder and then jump off straight away. That allows me to reach the lower area slightly more quickly than just, you know, climbing down. And he's ignoring me completely. Okay, there we go. That's a fake monster. He's not actually real. He's just trying to hug me or something. I don't know. Then changing smoke. This is probably the riskiest area of the entire speedrun, and yeah, this is why.
Are you stuck in the rock?
I am stuck inside the rock, yeah.
Okay.
So basically there's no way to escape this now. I actually have to exit the game for a moment and reload my last save, because you're just stuck there permanently. Funnily enough, this has only been happening for the last 2 days, when I was preparing for the marathon. Before that, like in the hundreds of runs I've done before, this never happened. And this is also the only area where I'm actually going to do a safety save, just because there's 2 tricks that can actually really actively screw me over. And in the interest of actually staying within the estimate and such, I'm gonna make a really quick safety save. It should all go right on the first try, but you know, marathon lot.
Chat's loving the commentary, by the way.
Okay, glad to hear it.
Adam does a good job with the commentary on the Amnesia run.
Okay, cool. So I just clipped out of bounds here using the rubble, and then I boost my way up using the rubble again. Rubble is incredibly useful here. What could have happened just now is that I could have gotten pushed to the left-hand side, and that would have just killed me. But fortunately, I got pushed to the right-hand side, which is exactly what I wanted. And then I just boost my way up onto this tunnel, because you can just do whatever the hell you like in this game, really. This is the spot where I'm going to make the safety save. I'm just going to jump on top of the cylinder, save and exit. Whenever you save and exit, it just saves your position and health and everything, and whenever you reload, that's where you can just start off again. The game doesn't actually check whether you're out of bounds or anything, so it just puts you out of bounds if that's where you saved. Now, this is a very risky trick. Graphical settings are messed up again, so I'm going to fix my brightness settings. And I'm going to explain this trick real quick before I pull it off. What I have to do here is jump straight ahead, like towards this water. This water doesn't actually exist. It might seem like there's water there, but if you fall into it, then you just die. So I need to jump towards the water and then turn around in midair and land on a very small invisible platform. Once I've done that, I need to boost my way up using this corner here, land on a very small ledge, walk along this ledge and drop down onto a tunnel, hopefully all without taking any damage whatsoever. This trick is one of the main reasons why running this game and doing world record attempts and such is just an absolute nightmare, because you reset a lot in this area. So I got the first jump, past an invisible wall onto the invisible platform, boosted my way up onto the ledge, and I drop down onto this tunnel, take a tiny bit of damage, but it's negligible. So this is pretty much as good as it will ever get, this trick. This was a really good execution of the trick. It's probably one of the hardest tricks of the entire speedrun, although of course I just made it seem kind of tricky. Because that's what happens during marathons. Oh my god. That did not just happen.
Well, you made a safety save.
Yeah, but I made the safety save before I did the tricky trick. So
I was just about to mention how you actually needed that save during Sandython, and
yeah, okay.
I guess we needed it again.
Yeah, chat's exploded.
That has never happened before, by the way. That is pretty much the most trivial thing that could have gone wrong during this entire run, I think.
So the speedrunning tradition of making the hard trick and
I
screwing
just
up
got
the easy one.
I got this stupid trick a second time.
2 seconds. It's a good.
Dude, don't die again. Don't you dare. You know what? We're just going to make a safety save again. We're not risking this. It should go wrong. It should go right, but I'm just not going to risk it. Yeah, even Freudian slip of the tongue there. This is a really nasty jump as well, by the way. I need to jump like around this stupid pillar or wherever it is, but you can get stuck on it and just bounce off the level and then die, just like I did a couple of seconds ago. People who've played this game probably remember that this section is kind of terrifying. I remember screaming like a little girl the first time I played this game, and I'm not ashamed of it. But you know, when you do it this way, it's slightly less scary. To get back into bounds, I just grab a ladder, by the way. That's clearly how things work in real life as well.
Is this your revenge on the game?
Sorry?
Is this just your revenge on the game for scaring you?
Yeah, I just ignore all the monsters. They weren't very nice to me the first time I met them. I don't want to meet them again.
Is that the sewer part where there's like one of the nastier grunts who like listens for the rocks you have to throw? Yeah.
Exactly.
I now remember that part.
That part was traumatizing.
It looks different when you're at this angle. It's.
In an attempt to make things, in an attempt to keep things fancy, I'm just going to skip this staircase. I'm actually going to drop down onto these ledges and because Daniel doesn't like stairs. Got it without taking any damage. Coming up next is my favourite trick of the entire speedrun. It is called the shovel trick, and you'll see why this is the shovel trick.
Shovels are amazing.
What you need is a shovel. I just grab it and drop it next to a wall. It has to be a very specific wall, and you have to drop it down at a very specific part. So I'm gonna take a moment of time to actually position it correctly, and I'm gonna wait for the flashback to end just so that you guys can actually see what's going on.
And you can look at that fine shovel.
Yeah, we can enjoy the shovel and the hammer as well. The hammer is pretty cool too. And the hammer just got eaten by the wall, by the way. So yeah, it is stuck there. Oh, actually I got it unstuck again. But yeah, walls eat shovels, walls eat hammers. Don't ask me how that works. Anyway, I'm going to jump on top of this shovel, and if all goes well, I will actually zip through 2 walls. This trick is not always very cooperative, but it looks pretty cool, so I'm going to do it. Position is kind of finicky, but when you get it, this happens. So yeah, that is the magic of the shovel.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but can you do the shovel trick with a chair? What's the other object you can do it with?
I don't think you can really do it consistently with anything else.
I remember Andre said he did do it with something else.
I mean, you can clip out of bounds with a chair as well, but that's awful, absolutely awful.
Okay.
What I actually skipped with this shovel trick, by the way, is opening up these doors. So I'm actually kind of stuck in this area. I'll have to deal with that somehow later on. You'll see how I figure out a way to actually exit this area. But first things first, I'm going to go to the choir and pick up some orb pieces.
Because you need them, otherwise the game just sort of freaks out.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the orb pieces, but I still need them. You'll see why. Just hopping down these stairs, hoping to get a stairs boost. It rarely happens, but you know, when it does happen, it does look pretty fancy.
Do you reckon there'll be time at the end of the run to show why you need yours?
I'm hoping to show it, yeah. Once I finish the run, I'm going to try and show you guys why we actually need to collect all the orb pieces and what happens when you don't do it.
You're going to make a save like right when you...
There's going to be an autosave there, so I can just load it. Oh, look, my brightness settings got screwed up again. I don't get it. Whenever I play this game in full screen mode, my brightness settings just get reset once every couple of minutes. Whenever I play in windowed mode, everything's fine. So
windowed mode uses the monitor settings, so you can't adjust the gamma when it's in windowed for most programs. That's probably why.
Could be. Picking up some extra laudanum here shouldn't be necessary, but you never know. It's a marathon run, things go wrong, as we've seen already. I'll skip the jump scare here because nobody likes jump scares. There should not be any jump scares in Amnesia. Basically, it's just a really loud noise that thing makes. So that's the first ore piece. That's the easiest one to pick up. No real challenge to it. Second one is going to be slightly more interesting. I am going to boost my way up onto one of these pipes up here. I'm going to use this specific pillar because it makes it really easy. Just walk on top of this pipe, and now I cross the gap right below me. Rather than using the bridge, I just use this pipe. Now, this is not actually, why I use this pipe, because I could just as well use the bridge. The main thing why I use this pipe is because it allows me to skip some monster triggers. So normally, if you just walk on top of the ground, there's a couple of monster triggers which make these really nasty monsters spawn right in front of my cart, and they're quite a bit quicker than I am, so I can't really avoid them. I'd have to, find some kind of awkward route to actually avoid the monsters and reach this ore piece. So there we go, second ore piece, and no monsters, fortunately. It's not going to be quite as easy for the third ore piece. There's actually going to be a monster right on my tail as I try to go out of bounds. Hate this jump, by the way. The only time I've failed it is right now.
Oh.
I didn't even jump this time, I think.
And the game's trying to help you. It says watch your stealth.
Yeah, it tells me watch my stealth. It knows exactly what's going on. This is going to be interesting, actually. I am not entirely sure how this is going to work out, but we'll figure out something. I heard a monster roar, so we're going to have some fun with some monsters, probably. These guys are like 40% quicker than I am, so there's just no way in hell that I'm going to outrun them. And I can't really see them with these brightness settings. So, let's see where he is. He's probably somewhere behind me, having fun. I don't know. Anyway, we're just going to use this corner right here to clip out of bounds. That was stupidly quick. That is actually not the easiest clip, to be honest, and of course during marathon it has to seem trivial. Now I'm going to boost my way up onto the ceiling and just walk on top of this tunnel. This is again a really nasty jump. Going to do it kind of carefully. What I have to do here is basically jump into this void again. There's no floor or anything to catch me there, so I need to jump towards that direction, then turn around in mid-air and hope that I land on this really small ledge that kind of sticks out of the room. This might go wrong. I'm tempted to make a safety save, but for your entertainment I'm just going to use YOLO strats and fail it. I actually got the jump. That's the annoying bit. You can actually get the jump and then still somehow miraculously bounce off the level and just fall into the void anyway. So yeah, we're going to try this one more time. Maybe I should make that safety save.
The chat is now shouting out the YOLO strats.
YOLO strats. Oh man, that's so good.
Okay, so we're going to go back there. As far as I know, there's not going to be a monster on the way, I hope. These monster spawns are sometimes a bit inconsistent from what I've noticed, especially in this area. So we'll see how things actually work out. He might be, directly in my path, and then we're just going to mess around with the monster as well and hope that we can lose him somehow. Which is tricky, but really good fun. Unless you're terrified of a monster, of course, in which case you should just hide and cry. So let's try this clip again. There we go. Got it stupidly quickly again. And do some fancy hopping out here. Boost my way up. There we go. I have no idea how I'm doing this so well, because normally this takes absolutely forever. And YOLO strats, volume 2. Got the jump. Okay, we made it this time. So yeah, you can see how narrow this ledge is. I have to really hug the wall. I pick up the last ore piece and then intentionally actually fall off the level, because this is quicker than just walking back to the main door. If I want to walk back to the main door, I'd have to sit through a really long flashback. It's like a 50-second flashback, and walk for like a minute or something. So even if you fail this trick, as I did, and simply redo it, it's probably still roughly as quick as just staying within bounds.
Hey, Adam. They're close.
They are close. Oh crap. Good thing the game gave me that hint. I hadn't noticed yet. They could be anywhere.
But they're close. So
I can't look at this.
I think they just want to hug.
Could be. That's the most exciting area, by the way. I just walked straight and then opened the door.
Hallway simulator.
The one room you have never practiced.
Oh god, okay, I'm gonna have to fix my brightness settings again. Sorry for this, by the way. There's not much I can do about it. It's just because I have to play in full screen.
I like how the slider's still in the correct spot, so you have to
Yes.
wiggle it left and put it back.
Exactly. That's the fun part. I'm going to grab this chair here because it's kind of going to come in handy soon. As I mentioned before, when I did this fancy shovel trick, most awesome trick in the entire speedrun, I skipped this whole door opening thing, so this thing is stuck. There's like no way to escape from this area, except for going out of bounds, of course. This is kind of a risky trick, by the way, and there's only one spot where I can do it. It's very likely that I will die on my first try. Basically what I have to do is jump into this pillar, and then with a bit of luck, the game will just make me clip through. You can actually see the other side already just now, but it didn't clip me through all the way. So let's try this again, and I nearly had it, but didn't fly up quite high enough.
That's a fine level.
Someone in the chat has asked, is this what happens when you play too much Mirror's Edge, then play Amnesia?
Actually, I've got Mirror's Edge installed, but I haven't played it. I've had it installed for ages. I think if I would play it, I would just use Amnesia strat for it and see what happens. Oh, and apparently they are close, by the way. That's
Do they have shovels in Mirror's Edge?
No,
Maybe
they're
it's
too
DLC.
futuristic for
oh
shovels.
wow, got it on the first jump.
Well, no, not really.
So we're out of bounds now,
Armchairs.
having fun out of bounds, always. And there's a really high wall here, but I skip it by simply boosting my way up and then just jumping past it. We're going to go all radical Larry here and just run straight through this wall, just clip straight through it, because that's how physics work in real life as well. And then we go to the transept. We're going to pick up a couple of ore pieces here as well, and then we're going to head off to the chancel and have some more fun. What I'm going to do here is, this is a tiny trick. I basically boost my way up onto this pipe and then kind of hug the wall. This skips a flashback trigger. I am going to trigger this flashback later on. I simply don't trigger it right now because when I trigger it later, part of it actually runs during a loading screen, which saves me some time. Then it doesn't really matter that I trigger the flashback anymore. Alexander is looking lovely today. I'm going to pick up this piece of string here and go back down again. All this hassle for a bit of string. Such is life in Amnesia.
I'm confused. Why does Alexander actually look lovely? Usually he looks
that depends on your sanity, actually. My sanity currently is head is pounding and hands are shaking, which is relatively bad. Normally I'm at a bit of a better sanity, but whenever you go slightly insane, the area actually changes as well. So sometimes, you know, corpses appear or something, or sometimes the portraits change and such. So I mean, there are some changes to the areas just to make it slightly more spooky. And I'm pretty sure that all of the chat is utterly spooked now. You are terrified.
It's so scary.
It is terrifying. Zasper, do you want to take over? I'm not sure I can handle this anymore.
If you were on the other side of the table, I'd have to ask for a hug.
You want me to take care of it? I played this game for like 10 minutes. You were in the Skype call.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Speedrunning
That was
strats.
fun.
You need someone to hug you at all times just to give you the courage to run the game as fast as possible.
Please do, please do. Oh, thank you.
We're here for you, Adam.
That makes me feel good. I picked up the second ore piece. That's number 5 in total. There's going to be one more that I need to pick up. Have to sit through this flashback, unfortunately. There is a way to skip it. It's awful though, and it's slower than actually just going through the flashback, so I'm not even going to try and do it. It's incredibly risky, and it's just not fun to do, basically. How did this flashback just trigger? That's a new one. Find out something new about this game every day. In the past 24 hours or something, I've discovered like 3 or 4 new glitches that I have, in the past 12 months of speedrunning this game, never encountered. That's like ultimate marathon luck, basically. I can't explain it in any other way. So on my way out of this area, I'm going to trigger the flashback again, and actually not again. I'm just going to trigger the flashback and have part of it run during the loading screen, because, well, who cares what happens during the loading screen? That doesn't usually count towards SDA time. Now we're kind of stuck in this same nasty situation where we're kind of, we can't exit this tunnel normally because the door is blocked. I skipped that puzzle earlier on with the shovel trick. There's two ways to escape this area. I can either jump into this pit and just kill myself. That's a kind of slow strat. And the quicker strat is to run into this pillar right here and jump at the last second and then hopefully just launch myself out of bounds. This trick is kind of random, so it usually takes a couple of tries. It is cool though. It is more fun than just killing myself and staying within bounds, so even if it's slightly slower due to marathon luck, I'm going to pull it off anyway.
So did you and Andre just like run at every single part of every wall several times jumping?
Yes.
You just went through the pillar.
Yeah, I clicked through the pillar, so you can tell that this part is kind of broken. That's already an indication that you can probably pull something cool off. And there's my brightness settings. Can you actually tell on stream? Oh, okay, I got the jump now.
It just changed on stream.
We couldn't see it.
It changes
well,
on stream
so
as well? Okay, hang on. Let me fix it again. So yeah, sliders on 2. And then I put it on 2 again and it fixes itself. That's just Harry Potter magic right here. And then I'm going to boost my way up onto this, using this pillar, onto the roof right here. You can see here, by the way, that there's a gap in between the wall that I clipped through and the area that I actually landed on. Hence why I actually have to do the jump. If I don't do the jump, I just fall into the pit and die exactly the same way you've seen me die numerous times before. To get back into bounds, I just run into a corner, and apparently that's all you need really for this game. Oh, Agrippa just woke up. So Agrippa, gonna save him real quickly. If I don't flip this lever, he ends up dying. And considering that the donation for saving the guy is winning, we do want to save him. I don't particularly like him, but it's a democracy here at SDA, so
kind of.
Ending with him is a little interesting compared to the revenge one, in terms of which is better for...
Actually, I'm going to show off the revenge ending as well, just because I can do something during the credit sequence which is kind of unexpected. You'd think that the game and its brokenness ends during the final sections of it.
No.
But no, in this game you can actually break the game twice at 2 spots during the credit sequence. I'm just going to mess around with the monsters right here just to show that they're actually really friendly and they're not particularly smart. So, there's like 3 of them, and they can't reach me here. So they just kind of run around, and I'm gonna try and get a high five from him. Come on, dude. He's not a bro. What about him? Come on, dude.
Oh,
you got denied.
I'm even lying down. Come on, you can reach me now. Nothing. Come on.
They even stopped wiggling. Wait.
They're just kind of switching around. I'm going insane, by the way.
Well, if I was doing that long.
There we go. Cool. As a reward for his success, I'm going to try and jump on top of his head. So there we go. I'm standing on top of the monster now. They're trying to punch me.
I did not know that you could do it.
But they can't really do much. I can jump around as well. I can jump around on top of their head. Oh, they kind of actually switched positions now. So I just went from one monster to another.
Would it be possible to walk around, just slowly leading them around?
There's a couple of invisible walls here, so I can't really lead them around all that far. I think they're going to catch me here, probably. I'm just kind of hopping around. Oh, okay. That's cool too. I've never pulled this off, but this is pretty awesome. And the game is telling me to sleep, because when you kill yourself, the best way to get back to life is to sleep.
Well, it is pretty late.
Well, like
it is pretty late,
stay at the end, go to sleep.
So fun fact is that what is supposed to happen is that you get punched by the monsters, they basically capture you. But there's 3. I thought there were 2 alternative methods to kill myself, but I just discovered a third method on screen now. Where I kill myself, and apparently that's all you need to just get teleported to the prison.
Adam, sorry to interrupt. Apparently Amnesia is now #1 on Twitch after League of Legends.
Seriously, Scream Cap fan. I want to have
Yes,
Scream
Cap.
Hang on, I'm not actually on it. Someone has reported it in
Every
IRC.
game that's ahead of League of Legends, we need to screen cap.
Yeah, someone go to Twitch front page.
That's a fun way of escaping from the prison, by the way. I just broke the rail and jumped through the gap. I don't think that's supposed to be possible, but I do it anyway because, you know, why not? And then we just use the key and get out of here. That's probably the quickest prison break in the history of mankind. Daniel's a really strong guy, by the way, so despite all this rubble, he just needs to grab the door and just push everything out of the way. What I do here is make the right-hand side of the cell collapse. You can choose which side to make to collapse, and making the right-hand side collapse is slightly quicker because I'm already on that side. It's possible to use that rubble to go out of bounds as well, by the way. I'm tempted to show it off, just because it's fun. But the issue is that actually exiting the area once you go out of bounds is practically impossible. It is stupidly risky. It's pretty much just a segmented only strat. So that's the only issue with that trick, and my reason for not showing it off. I'm being chased by some rat shadow, but it's like, I don't know, somewhere near the start probably still. It's really slow. And so we go back to the nave.
Adam, I have a question. Did you ever find out where the secret best friend fourth monster came from?
No, I don't have a clue. So that's one of the fun things that I discovered in like the past 24 hours. In that section in the chancel where I was just kind of messing around with the monsters, I once had a fourth monster spawn. I honestly don't have a clue how that's even possible because there's actually really supposed to be 3 monsters. Screw this thing, by the way. Which side do I turn it to again? I don't know.
I think counterclockwise.
Why is it stuck in both directions? Come on, Daniel. No, Daniel, please.
We were just talking about how strong he was, so he wanted to prove you wrong.
There we go. Okay, you can still do it. Okay, rope is pulled up. Just gonna hang some meat from it because that's what you do with ropes, and make it drop down. It's gonna be a monster. It's actually the water monster that eats this meat now. It's apparently very spooky, so Daniel is spooked. In the meantime, I'm gonna pick up a tinderbox because, you know, gotta do something with your spare time. Okay. Very slowly rotate this thing back up again. Daniel's a strong guy, but apparently this is really difficult for him. So we've got all the ingredients to actually save the gripper now. Just need to make the actual potion for it. Now, this area is an area that we've actually been through before, but it's a different version of that area. So it's got the same layout, but there's red goo everywhere, and parts of this area are going to be blocked off as well. I again skip the staircase because, you know, this is cooler and slightly quicker, of course. But it's mainly just cooler. That's why I do it. Here's my good friend the shovel again. Not going to be able to use him again, unfortunately, despite the fact that I would really love to. And I completely forgot to actually make the potion. So, fortunately, I realised this quickly.
Yes.
So.
It is true. He has forgotten completely to make the potion. He's gone through all of it. And your brightness.
And my brightness is screwed up again, yeah. I do apologise for this, by the way. I'm going to fix it real quickly again. Just like this. Magic. Okay, got the first part of this potion. Flip the lever. And this magical door will just shut itself really quickly. Oh, I need to grab the pot again. There we go. And just put the last thing in there. Strongman Daniel is apparently incapable of rotating this thing quickly or adequately. Come on. There we go. And that's the potion done. So we've got Warrior's Tonic now. So we can save Agrippa. Bizarre.
He's a very conditional strongman, apparently.
Yeah, very conditional.
He's strong, just not coordinated.
What's up, Agrippa? So, funnily enough, saving Agrippa kind of involves killing him. In a sense, I'm combining both of the donation goals. I'm going to cut off his head after feeding him the potion. Just need to make sure that I actually feed him the potion before I cut off his head, because, you know, otherwise he's not.
You can cut off his head without giving him the potion?
I haven't tried, but I don't really want to try. I'm guessing that it might be possible, so... Lovely sound effects, and there's his head. Just going to pick it up and... Yeah, just carry it around because that's what you do with the
remember when I tried to save him, I forgot to pick up the head. I thought it just went into your inventory.
You need to pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we enter the chancel. We've entered the chancel before. This is the area where the monsters were, where I was actually kind of messing around with the monsters. I was just, you know, standing on top of them and such. And this time I've actually loaded a different version of this area. So it might look like it's pretty much the same, apart from the, like, loads of jam that's lying around everywhere. Strawberry jam, I guess.
I was about to ask you what flavor, so thanks for clarifying.
I think it's strawberry. That's my guess, at least. Oh, there's a monster back there, by the way. Say hello to the monster. Although he's rude and doesn't say hello back to us.
Is he the last one we see? Or?
He is the last one we see,
Okay.
yes. So this is the easiest clip in the entire game. Be careful, this is totally serious time. I run into the wall, that's it. There's no effort involved in this, it's just actually literally running into the wall and that's it. So as you can see, I'm actually skipping this puzzle where I use the orb pieces. Just going to check my health real quickly, okay. I'm going to basically just go straight to the door and like ignore all this electricity, because why bother? It takes too long really. It's unavoidable to take damage here. You always take full damage. Like, occasionally you get some kind of really weird boost that somehow prevents the full damage. I have no idea how it's triggered. So that's why I pick up some laudanum on the way as well. Being chased by some red shadow again. Gonna flip the switch right here. This is kind of a safety thing. It's not actually absolutely necessary, but I just do it for safety. And final clip of the game, I'm gonna run into this wall and twitch around my mouse, and then before you know it, you just like run through a wall, because why not? That skips about a minute's worth of a puzzle, and it leaves my health at the maximum amount. Throughout the run, you actually want to make sure that your health is really high, because if it falls down too much, you lose a lot of walking speed, and that is basically a run killer. So normally what you do here is just, you know, make these pillars fall over. Instead, I'm going to try and boost my way up to Alexander here, using this pillar. And then we can have a bit of fun
It's
with
deceptively hard.
This is really difficult. Like, I need to basically kind of boost my way up and then land on some really small ledge, but there's walls blocking me absolutely everywhere.
And the fun thing is, it's not the fire dealing damage to you right now.
It is actually the fire.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is the fire
I
that
thought
is
it wasn't
dealing
the
damage
fire.
to me. Damn it. Okay, now he's rotating my camera, the bastard. I do actually really want to show off this glitch. I'm tempted to reload if I don't get it.
Are you going to try and make it all the way to the top?
I could try, yeah. You can actually get really high with this.
I don't think you got this at Sandy-thon either.
No, this is a really hard trick
It's
to pull
hard.
off. Ah, that was a close one. Gonna try and use some laudanum.
And that's the other use for picking up laudanum, so you can try this trick longer.
Yeah, because I need enough speed to actually, you know, to actually make it far enough. Ah, that was a close one again. Let's see if I get it. No, damn it. Doesn't seem to be happening this time.
Is it possible on the other side?
I have never been able to do it on the other side, no. I have no clue how that works. Damn it. Okay, it doesn't seem like I'm getting it, unfortunately.
I thought you had it for a second there.
Damn
Oh.
That was...
That seemed like it was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not been able to get this consistently, unfortunately, so I'm just trying to show it off, but, you know, it doesn't always work out. If the chat desires it, I can always try and reload and try again, but...
So, do you have highlights of this on your channel?
Probably. But there has to be a highlight somewhere.
I know you haven't gotten it in a recent run.
I got it during my practice runs earlier on, like earlier today, but...
There's a lot of... The channel is basically spamming reload.
Reload?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I can reload and try
There's
again.
several pages of reload.
And show it off, you Brits.
Okay, reloading it is then. If the chat wants it, we'll reload.
Not going to correct the right thing.
How's the how's the time? Okay.
We'll have to have a Brit roll call.
Okay, I'm only going to try this a couple
I'll be
more
honoured.
times.
You know, if it was, but
Oh, that
I
seems
thought
close.
you had it.
It's like you're getting past the damage barrier there.
Yeah, you need to get past the damage barrier. There's basically kind of a wall running on top of it, and
But
I need
it's
to...
like you are getting past it, but it still isn't working.
Yeah, exactly. I'm high enough, but I'm not getting enough horizontal speed to actually make it all the way through. Let's see. Basically, what I'm thinking is that I just need to boost my way up really quickly, and then... I don't know. Just hypothesizing it.
Would mashing help? Like we could do a substitute mashing.
I don't think it's the mashing speed that's going to help me all that much. It might be that my angle is just wrong. That seems so
I
close
thought
again.
it was it.
It always seems like it's it, and
Yeah.
then suddenly there's just random shit going on which kills you. Well, it doesn't kill you, but
Okay,
kills the
stupid
job.
question. Why is it set up like this?
Well, if it doesn't happen this time, I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for the portal to appear.
Because he's playing on his laptop.
I will show off some other glitches while we actually set up for the next game as well, I guess.
Still captured in the screen.
Considering that the next game is going to be a full-player co-op Left 4 Dead run. It's not? Okay. Flicky's off the team, apparently. It's going to be a 3-player... I got it. I got it. Okay, cool. So now we can actually admire Agrippa, or Alexander's bump from behind. It's PG-13, so I'm not going to show his other side. We can actually clip inside him as well. He always stares at me in this really creepy way. Like, look at him. Beautiful. You can boost your way up on top of this section as well. Get a pretty nice view of the area as well. Yeah, that's pretty much all you can do in this area. I think there's actually a method for clipping out of bounds as well somehow.
There's a very appreciated chat spam there. They're loving that. You like this as well. Jaggerty's just asked, have you had a real American hamburger?
Not yet, no. That's going to happen during George Foreman's KO boxing at some point.
There's a nice diner down the street that has some very fun...
Gotta grab a hamburger, yeah.
Really angry server though, don't go there. If you tell me you added up your numbers wrong, he gets really mad.
Okay,
He
so
charged me for a large, I had a regular, and he got super angry at me.
okay, so we're just going to jump off and wait for this portal to open up. That should be it. Just going to chug in Agrippa's head and that's it. So that's time, actually.
And that's saving Agrippa.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead. Poor Alexander. Such a nice guy. You can walk into the flames as much as you like, by the way. You can take as much damage as you like, you'll still survive, regardless of what happens.
Is it only after the end, or...
Sorry?
Is that only after the end, or during that whole portion?
No, you can always just walk into things. Fun fact about Amnesia is that the only way to die is actually to, like, fall out of bounds or get hit by monsters very often. You can drop down as much as you like from really, really high heights and, you know, drop down to barely conscious as your health level. You'll never die from it, though. This section is boring, by the way, so actually I'm going to reload real quickly. Well, I guess we can set up for the next game as well.
Yeah, I need a network cable.
And just show off a couple of extra tricks.
You're at 1 minute and 6 seconds, by the way.
1 minute and 6 seconds.
Excuse me, 1 hour
Damn.
and 6 seconds.
That's an awful time, by the way.
that would have been world record.
That is an awful time, by the way. But considering how many trivial things went wrong, it happens.
That hard jump you were doing, you stopped for like 2 minutes to explain what you're going to do before you did it as well. You did that in a few other places.
I'm not really doing world record attempts on stream because I think people do appreciate the explanation for a lot of these tricks. I'm just going to show you the different ending and the stuff you can actually do during this different ending. Going to fix my brightness real quickly before this happens, by the way, just to make sure that you guys can see it.
All the credits.
Exactly. So, okay, we just kill Alexander the regular way. This is the revenge ending. This is the one that we actually do for the 80% speedrun because it's obviously the quickest. Like, you don't get to enjoy observing Alexander's body from close up, but it is a lot quicker. It takes you like 2 minutes roughly. So, if you thought this is where the game breaking ends, nope. This section is relatively stable still. There's this pillar here, which is kind of twitchy. I'm thinking we might be able to go out of bounds here at some point, but haven't figured out a way just yet. But this second area, it's pretty broken. All you have to do is just turn around, go through this doorway, and walk through this wall, fall through the floor, and yeah, that's how you can entertain yourself during the credit sequence. That's not the only part that's actually broken during the credits. You can clip through some more walls here. This wall right here is actually fake, so you can just walk straight through it.
After all the effort just going through walls,
Exactly.
the program just like, oh,
It just gave up.
Just can't be bothered now. Just sod it.
What I always try to do here is pick up a chair and chug it up there and make it get stuck. Didn't get it though. I've gotten it like 3 times ever. I'm always very proud of myself when I get it, but it doesn't happen very often.
Things speedrunners do in auto-scroll.
If we're still setting up stuff, by the way, I can show off one more trick.
They're sort of not setting up stuff at all. They're just sort of sitting around.
Yeah, we need to basically get in. So to
Sure
do
thing.
our setup. So
Just do whatever you need, and if you want me to stop playing or something, then that's fine too.
okay.
I think they're telling you they need you to stop playing so you can set up.
You're being too entertaining and your commentary is too good. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to get in on some of those.
Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, go back to.
If you did enjoy it, then do follow me on Twitch. I guess the link should be visible
Yeah,
somewhere.
it'll
on
be
stream.
on the stream layout.
Should be on the stream layout. I stream Amnesia runs pretty regularly. I do GTA 3 as well. I do this very special gem of a game called George Foreman's KO Boxing. I think you would enjoy that as well. So if you're interested in these kind of games, then yeah, just have a look at my Twitch page, and hope to see you around at some point.
And if you enjoyed Adam AK, he'll be coming up next.
Oh right, yeah, I'm actually doing
as well as Flicky Freezer and Oasis.
Yes. We're going to do a four-player co-op run. It's going to be Left 4 Dead, which is basically RNG hell, by the way. So
we're going to get flashlights in the elevator?
Yes, there's going to be a very awesome trick in the elevator, but you'll see what that is. We don't want to spoil it yet. I think some of the people around this area have already encountered the elevator trick.
We can confirm that it is amazing.
It is amazing, and it is phenomenally useful during the run as well.
Do you want to go through the donations?
Oh yeah.
Donation incentive for Left 4 Dead as well.
Oh, there is.
Also, if you like this run, then definitely donate.
Donation incentive for Left 4 Dead is awesome, by the way. It is hilarious. It's a great way to finish the run. And sorry for silencing you, donations-wise, during the entire run.
Oh, you were doing a great
commentary
job.
comes first, and and the chat proves it was amazing commentary.
Yeah, okay, cool. Glad to hear it.
So you do have priority.
What's the incentive during Left 4 Dead?
Sorry?
What's the incentive for
So the incentive for Left 4 Dead is no one survives.
Yeah, we're going to finish the game. We're going to finish the last campaign without any survivors actually surviving. So everybody's going to die, but we're still going to finish the game basically.
What's the total for you doing that?
The total,
I think it was $250.
The total is $250. We are currently $73.37.
You can do that.
So come on, you know we need. Was it another $180?
It is pretty special. It is pretty special.
Yeah, so guys, if you want to see them finish the Fallout, Fallout is later. If you want to see them finish Left 4 Dead without actually finishing it, but still somehow finishing it because everybody died.
When do you want the cutoff for that?
Well, it will be before the end of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty much right at the end of the game that we need.
So basically the cutoff is going.
Not pretty much right.
It is right at the end of the game.
Yeah, but okay. So given that we've got to actually process it and read it, we'll say the cutoff is
start of the sacrifice.
Start of the sacrifice.
Yeah, and at least 1 hour is way more than
I'm
enough.
fine. I just had to shut up.
So they've got 1 hour if they want.
Because he was so entertaining, I couldn't get him off.
So you still got time, but
like, I'm
please
aware,
get in quickly.
Like, I've seen him do his runs before, and it's just not worth talking over Adam during his run. And he's guilty of the same thing that I am, where he'll say, "Oh, you can read a donation here. You can get one quick one off," and then he's talking again.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
I was prepared this time because I knew that he was going to say you could read donations here, and I'd be able to fire one off really quick, and then he'd be talking again.
It's really hard during this game though because there's so many tricks and out of bounds stuff that
somebody take it.
Like if I don't explain it, people might be confused.
Somebody took the green.
Oh yeah, it's very helpful because some of that stuff is just like what?
Yeah, basically.
Especially the shovel. The shovel is so amazing.
Yeah, it's going to Verizon.
But yeah, we do have some donations that have been piling up while Adam was being awesome with Amnesia. So we've had Kyle Phillips donated $75 a while back, saying, "Seeing gamers do what they do best for good things is simply amazing. Cosmo is a beast. The pick is up to Cosmo."
I know. I'm just going to switch
He's in the other room.
Cosmo's awake, so I guess we can fetch somebody. Cosmo has $75 to assign to something.
Left 4 Dead. Clearly.
Which room is he in?
Probably in that one.
Alright, so we'll get that figured out. Thank you very much, Kyle.
SDA, SSID.
No, I'm just making sure that we don't need anything else. On this one. Okay.
In the meantime, I'm just going to mess around and show you guys a pretty awesome trick. Or actually, I'm going to show you guys why I needed to collect all those 6 old pieces.
Oh right, you were going to do that.
Just to show you guys why we actually have to go through this pretty long section that seems completely
Oh, you're awake,
useless.
You're awake. Okay.
Good luck. I think the one-handed Fallout got met, right?
Oh, it's met. You're playing one-handed.
You're screwed.
I didn't actually expect it to get met, so
You should
Guess you're
practice
not
I guess
that.
you should
that was
practice.
foolish.
I guess you should practice.
Didn't you originally start off $100? Did you really think it would not get me?
Well, when I wanted, originally, well, I'll tell the story later.
Yo, Cosmo wants it, him and withheld racing dial-up.
Do you need
Have we
to plug
met
anything
the
in?
third diehard yet?
We have to meet the next diehard, so I'll put it to you.
Let me know if I need to move
Yeah,
out.
that's what I figured it'd be, but... So, while we're getting stuff set up, Andrew DeLulo donated $25.01. Says, hey, great job with the stream. Tell Carl Sagan that his Yoshi's Island run was godlike. And I'm really sad that I missed out on Mario RPG. Well, Carl might be home by now. Like, he left earlier this morning, so we'll send that along, but he's not actually here anymore. But he continues to say, since I don't know how the donations and prizes work, I'm just putting my money towards Final Fantasy IX, since I can't wait to see that speedrun. Good luck and great fight. You need to assign that to something like the file name or a character name. Well, a character name, or there's also the donation instead of having them act out the play rather silly at the beginning. So if you PM SDA Marathon and IRC and clarify what you'd like that to go towards specifically, we can get that done for you. Make sure you say what your email as well so they confirm that you're the right person.
So this is actually a different version of the Chancellor, by the way. And you load the second version of the Chancellor by collecting all the orb pieces. But if you're in the first version, you can do a lot of similar tricks, basically, between the two different versions, but the ending result is quite different. I just need to boost my way up onto this railing right here, and then I can show you what happens when I actually manage to get out of bounds and everything. Oh, cool. Seems like I managed to get on top of this thing. Need to make a bit of an awkward jump here, past this massive gap, and then this is the nasty part, where I need to try and clip out of bounds. Sometimes it pushes me into the pillar, so I'm going to do a safety stage real quickly.
You mean this one?
Sometimes it pushes me into the pillar, and then you just get stuck permanently. Character just starts wiggling around like a madman. Wait, you should probably actually do donation commentary instead of my explanation.
Paul Brosier donated $50, says, keep up the good work. The Super Mario RPG run last night was a blast to watch, and as was Binding of Isaac. Please chip me in for the Pokemon save corruption. Good luck and have fun. Did you get stuck?
I got stuck. So that's what happens usually.
That's why he saved. So thank you very much, Paul. We will do that. Dan Austin donated $50 and says, I'm not even a big speedruns guy, but I like what you guys are doing. I'm sad that I won't be able to see my favorite game being played due to work. Put my donation toward Earthbound, please. There's, like, you can name the characters, you can name the file name, you're gonna have to pick something. So...
yeah, just PM one
PM
of the
mod
mods.
in IRC and we can get that figured out.
Yeah, preferably PM SDA Marathon. Oh my god, what did I just do?
I have...
Okay, that is number 5 of new glitches that I've discovered in the past 24 hours.
That old catchphrase of marathons, that's never happened before.
That has actually never happened before.
Your
Yeah.
game just fixed again.
Yeah, and my brightness just got screwed up. How do I even get here?
You
How do I get out of
fell
here?
through the ceiling somehow? I don't know if you can get out of there.
Okay, I fell down.
Try
I'm
and
nearly
clip into
dead.
there and electrocute yourself, I guess?
No, you're actually pretty much stuck here. Yeah.
Brett Wells donated $10 and says, hey, loving all the games, 4th donation. Put this towards best Final Fantasy is Demon Rush. No lie. Oh man, Mike just left too. He would have really appreciated
He would have
that.
loved that.
Let's see. It's probably
Although
not
I'm
necessary.
tempted
It's
to say
probably
that the
not
Skylight might be
Because
better.
last time I
A
didn't
better
do
Final
this,
Fantasy
and
than
we
Demon
still
Rush.
I don't know,
each other.
Demon Rush is hard to beat, but we're staying
hard.
neutral
If
on
you-
that. That is up to the chat and the
Okay.
donations.
Unless you want to put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, unless you want to make a donation to back that up. Patrick Sexton has donated $5 and says, whoever the reader is, you have a great, soothing radio voice. Put this towards saving Agrippa, and good luck, Adam, as you begin this Amnesia run. That's how we're behind. Like, you're just too good at explaining
It's good-
things,
it's
and
a good
I don't
problem.
ever want to talk over you. Mega G Wolf donated $15 and says, "Hey guys, Mega G Wolf here. A bit over a year ago, I lost a close friend to cancer at the age of 23. Glad I can watch you guys fight the good fight. Keep up the good work." Thank you, we will, and thank you for your donation.
Cool. So I've just found a way to actually consistently hit out a bounty.
Which is name. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to go with that. So, I'm taking a guess here. Michael Scapatici donated $9.41. This money is from Diablo 3. Love to see that money finally in use. My father had cancer a few years back. Glad to see video games playing for a good cause. Thank you for your donation.
Okay, so
yeah, money earned playing video games donated to us playing video games to raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which is a really good segue into, if you have been tuning in during the Amnesia run, and we haven't been doing a whole lot of explanations besides the run. You are watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2013. This is hosted by SpeedDemosArchive.com, featuring a lot of the top runners from SpeedRunsLive.com. SDA is the best place to find a lot of really good information concerning speedruns and knowledge, as well as a bunch of recorded runs of really high quality. And SpeedRunsLive.com is your source of finding live speedruns being raced, which is always a lot more interesting. So we're working together to raise money for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which their main 4 pillars of what they work for are research, education, community outreach, and advocacy. This is important because up to 60% of cancer cases and more than 50% of cancer deaths are preventable with the knowledge we have right now. And the Prevent Cancer Foundation focuses on prevention. So it is a good cause. There's lots of prizes you can win by donating during the correct time. The Amnesia block has left, and now we are moving on to Left 4 Dead. There is the Thinking Zombie artwork, which there should be a picture of that on the tracker. I don't know if we have that handy at the moment. And of course, there are multiple challenges and incentives you can donate to make our runners do silly things or more difficult things while they're running for your amusement. So thanks for tuning in, and we're going to keep moving through these donations real quick.
2 more. We need 24.
That is weird. What happened to the original network? Because I remember that being like...
Ryan Pochierowski donated $20. Been watching quite a bit. Great event, great cause. Wish Demon's Souls was on the bonus games. Put towards whatever. Keep up the great job.
Dark Souls, dude. Watch that.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead, No Survivors needs more love is what I'm being told here, so I think that got put towards that.
I agree.
That does need some more love, as you'll have part of the run to finish that off, but it still needs a bit more. And if you're not familiar, that means that they will finish the game with them all being dead. So they won't actually survive, but the game will finish and it'll play the credits.
Left
so
4 Dead.
They will be Left 4 Dead, as Adam is helpfully telling us. So that's interesting. I don't think I've seen you guys do that before, so I kind of want to see that.
We've tried to keep it kind of secret, yeah.
Dude, we streamed it live, but we get so few viewers, nobody knows.
What's the...
I feel a bit gutted on one of the viewers, never saw it.
It needs 250, I believe, and it's hovering around...
138.37 now, so
yeah.
We are $111 away.
There's plenty of time to make that happen. So Aftermath donated $10 and says, "Yay, Adam AK! Best of luck with the sewers and whatnot. Looking forward to flying out tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't have nightmares after this. Shoutouts to our hashtag YOLO Swag Skype chat."
Shoutouts to Aftermath. Thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to your Darksiders run, which is coming up in a couple of days. I think it's going to be Thursday even. Do check out that run as well, by the way.
My run is on Thursday. There's a lot of stuff happening every day, so you can just pick a day and say...
Basically, don't sleep on Thursday.
There's a lot of stuff going on Thursday.
Just don't sleep at all.
Yeah, don't sleep at all.
Awful
do what we
Games Done
do.
Quick is on Thursday as well.
Oh my god. Fun fact, I've slept for, I think, 2 hours in the past 50 hours.
I got sleep before the marathon, but I think I'm 5 during the marathon.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's pretty good. That is a lot, I think.
John Hartman donated $5 and says, I'd like to thank you guys for doing an awesome event like this. My wife Ray is currently battling a cancer of her own, which runs prominent in her father Anno's side of the family. Hopefully after...
We're gonna cut the internet for a while.
No.
Okay. Hopefully after repeated therapies, everything is looking up. Thank you again for hosting this event. And thank you for your donation, John.
Okay. $15.
Maybe something else? What else? Maybe like $2 more.
Yeah, $15 to whatever.
$15 to whatever. Left for dead. Okay. Got to do the No Survivors thing, dude.
I'm gonna plug in the orange cable for the.
I'll move out of the way for a moment.
Stephen Beek donated $40 and says, you guys are awesome, and I also kind of hate you guys since you can beat so many games that I couldn't. Keep it up, and thank you for doing this for such a good cause. Also, I'd like to put this donation towards the playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Again, thank you for doing this, and here's to defeating cancer sooner rather than later. I'm being told that this actually got added to singing the opening song for that run, since, as we've explained several times, we have a lot of new viewers cycling in, so we'll explain it again. There's a list of games that you can find on the schedule at marathon.speeddemosarchive.com, which is where you might be watching right now. But if you're not, there's convenient links and all sorts of handy information there, so you might want to go check that out now. And the schedule that you see there are games that we are all already scheduled to play. You don't have to donate any money for these games to be played. But if you go to the tracker, then you can see there's all sorts of challenges and choices you can make to make our runners do silly things or do more difficult things for your own amusement. So if you want to put your money towards the games, you can put it towards a challenge or a choice. You also don't have to put money specifically towards a prize. If you donate during the correct game for the right amount of money, then you'll be entered into the drawing for prizes. It's usually $5 for a small prize, $10 for medium, $15 for a large. The specific amounts you need to donate will be on the tracker as well. So, thank you for your donation, Stephen. And then we have another Stephen. This time Stephen Wynn donated $10. Great charity event for everyone. I'd like to put my $10 towards Megamari.
That way we can share the internet connection through the wireless and the other.
No, I have Nick on. I have a secondary Nick.
I've got pictures of prizes if people want to see what we actually have, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a lot of absolutely awesome
hurlers
that you should be able to see on stream, actually.
Okay,
good.
So yeah, this is like perlers that we've got as prizes for many games, and if you donate during most of these games, then you actually have a shot at winning one of these.
Where are you showing that?
Here.
I've made pictures of them.
Oh, pictures. Okay.
Exactly.
for this
So I'm just scrolling through them. I've got like pictures of the prize tables. Don't have the gunblade though, but I've got, for instance, the absolutely amazing.
I didn't even know those StarCraft perlers were there. That must have been in the big box we got from the subreddit. Does anybody remember what that subreddit is called that donated like 130 perlers to us?
Bead sprites, yeah.
Bead sprites? Okay, yeah.
They're the perler subreddit.
They're the perler subreddit, and one of the guys there organized this big thing for them to make a bunch of perlers and send them to us.
And they're generally awesome.
They are all amazing. So a lot of the bigger ones that are back there that aren't framed or ones we got from them, we're figuring out how to display them properly. They told us they were going to be sending us some, and we got like 130, so we were just completely blown away. Thanks a lot, guys. Dakota Watterson donated $5 and says, let Railcoon decide where this goes, and I, of course, put that to naming Steiner Violet. That'll be, if you're not familiar with Team Liquid, we're going to explain that whole thing during the StarCraft run, but it's a very good cause.
It'll go live in a second.
Yeah.
Ryan Myers has donated $50. The Amnesia run has been fun to watch and educational. Thank you. So you learned the power of shovels, I believe, is what you're saying.
They are unstoppable. I do encourage you people to... Oh yeah, sure. What do you need? Just plug it in?
Plug it in?
Yeah. Sure thing. I do encourage you to experiment with shovels, by the way. Whenever you see them, just hop around.
That sounds like it's going to be a bit of
That's,
cable flusher here.
that doesn't sound like the best idea.
It's drug experimenting without the drugs.
John Stokes donated $10 and says, donating $10 again, do the awesome Adam AK Amnesia commentary during a speedrun. Was really worth getting up early in the morning for. I hope he does an A machine for Pig speedrun at some point.
Oh, I will.
Maybe for AGDQ 2014?
Possibly. It might just happen. Watching the trailer, I already saw several spots where I can clip out of bounds. So it's going to happen real soon, yeah.
We're going to have to use Skype on this computer.
Do you need my headset?
I could use it, yeah, but then the audio, then the audio doesn't go to the stream.
But that's fine because we've got. I mean, having all 4 audio sources would be messy anyway, right?
Yeah.
Matthew Hazard donated $5. Adam AK is absolutely one of the most entertaining speedrunners I've ever seen. Much love for all of your work and donating to such a great cause. These $5 go to extra tricks in the next game that comes up, which I guess would go to the Left 4 Dead incentive of no survivors.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a pretty cool trick to actually donate for. So I think you'll be pleased.
Benjamin Letrick donated $15. It says, thanks for doing something great with games. Put the $15 to whatever Adam wants. Love the run. So Adam, what do you want?
Do we have any donation incentives that are coming up soon? Not Left 4 Dead, but something else, for instance, that could still use something.
Yeah, let's have a look.
I don't know, Left 4 Dead can still use it.
Left 4 Dead
I don't want to. Just make
Fallout
the
is Matt.
No, don't make me.
There's nothing on Commander Keen.
No, do it.
It's basically the upcoming challenges. You've got Mega Man X, Junior's Gangnam Style Dance, Shirtless Caliber, Trihex Arm Wrestle.
Let's do that.
The Trilib Arm Wrestle?
Let's do that.
Alright.
Yep.
I think a lot of people will appreciate that one.
Shirtless Trilib.
Just use 720p. It'll be the easiest.
Oh, is mine still on 720p as well?
Alexandra Dana donated $20. Came for Amnesia, stayed for Adam's accent. :P. Awesome speedrun for an amazing cause. I think there is a cutoff heart here, and then 2 X's. So because it cuts off the less than sign.
Okay.
So we get a couple random 3s, and considering the stuff, I think they just sent you a heart,
Who
Adam.
gets sound, or do we order?
Well, I love you guys as well. So.
Oh, is that the sound there?
We got the microphone right here.
No, the sound from the computers.
Sound.
It'll be those 2 speakers there. Yeah.
Gotta be phone speaker then.
There's some headphones in the practice room if you guys want to hear your own sound as
Quite useful
opposed
to
other
know when
people's.
we're about to get killed by tanks.
Yeah.
Which audio source do you actually want to have?
You guys can actually, but the problem is that Flicky doesn't have speakers in his system. Just
There's-
audio.
Yeah, we have another thing.
Your
Anyone
computers
got
are
grab
in
on the
ears?
stream. So
Oh, in ears?
as
No,
far
mine
as
are
the
just
stream is
like
concerned,
outer ears
nothing's
that seal
coming
out a
out
lot
your
of sound.
computers.
Adam Higgins donated $25. It says, Epic Amnesia play, Adam. Really opened my eyes to glitch gaming. Here's $25 for the Left 4 Dead No Survivor ending from a fellow British. From a fellow British Adam. P.S. Twilight Sparkle best pony.
Okay, can we clear this up? Adam is Dutch. He's not English, alright? He's from the Netherlands.
No, I'm from Mongolia.
You're not Mongolian. You're not Polish, alright?
I can show you my Skype profile. Oh no, I changed it. I'm not from Mongolia anymore. It's something.
You
else
shouldn't
now.
show your Skype profile right now.
Good point.
That's a
You
bad
might
idea.
get
That's
tens
dangerous,
of people adding you.
No, it's more security loopholes that I'm worried about.
Also, speaking of people adding in,
Start it up.
Left 4 Dead?
What?
Should one of these $5 ones. Read that next.
Is it this?
That one.
Okay, so I'm being told to skip ahead a little bit here. Paul Pietzmeyer donated $5. I wanted to throw some money at the Left 4 Dead Challenge No Survivors. To note, Adam AK was at 1543 favorites before he finished Amnesia. As of now, he's over 2,400 and climbing. Congrats, Adam.
Someone also then noted on IRC that you've got over 1,000 new followers.
Oh my god, my inbox is gonna be a mess. I still get the notification.
Good luck.
Twitch, delete all.
Wait, I was at 1,500 before.
You're gonna need to make a Twitch folder in your email and just.
I think so. Well, thanks very much. I'm very, very pleased to hear that people enjoyed it. So. I'm honoured.
Matthew Belial
Stars
donated $5. Amnesia was awesome. You guys deserve more donation from me. Continue with the great job. Thank you very much, Matthew. Well, a lot of these runners are actually on the SDA team page or the SRL team page, and those have the handy feature of, if you don't mind, following the entire team.
It's an entire team of absolutely awesome speedrunners, so if you want to see a variety of games and just be informed on about when, various speedruns are being played, then do check out the team page for sure.
Okay, we're gonna have Adam.
Yes?
We're gonna have presets audio coming from the speakers, and the game audio should come from the speakers as well. But the microphone is only here.
Okay. Do you think he'll be able to hear us still?
I think he might be able to hear us. We could always.
Who of us should actually be on the mic?
Callum Davey donated $25. Hey guys,
let's test.
excellent
I'll
Super
call
Meat
him.
Boy and Amnesia runs.
I'll
Here's
call him.
$25 for Left 4 Dead, finishing with no survivors. We're gonna be getting close on that now because a bunch of people are pitching in.
Glad to hear it.
Edward Perkins donated $10. Yo guys,
Hello there.
Dalius here. Congrats Adam on
Hey,
the
guys.
fail run, doing all the tricky skips, first go and failing trivial
I can
stuff.
hear fine.
He can decide what my money goes towards, and I wish him the best of luck for Left 4
Hello,
Dead.
how are you doing?
That's typical Ed.
Do you hear me?
Thanks for the shout out, by the way. Ed.
Yeah, it's
love you too, man.
Am I too low?
That's a tricky one.
I think it's
just
okay.
pick something that's
Okay.
that's coming up from that's coming up as a donation incentive.
Incentive or
Can you hear
game or
Adam?
challenge or...
Let's make it an incentive. Just see what's still
Barely.
So Adam AK is deciding to delegate.
Can hear you
his
well, but
privilege. That is his decision.
others are kind of low.
Okay. He can barely hear you.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys each
can-
have microphones on any of the computers?
Yes, I do have a microphone built in.
Okay.
So I could.
If
I
you
could
guys just join this Skype call,
Exactly.
you can hear from there.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
But we have something going on over here.
Jacqueline Florian donated $5. This is one of the DJs at 91.8 The Fan, and we've been doing our best to pimp you guys out on the station for your hard work. Thanks for being so awesome, and Adam AK is hilarious. Get him some tea and crumpets. I'd like this donation to go towards naming Paula from Earthbound as Bree. I like how the non-Brit gets more Brit comments in the donations than the actual
I'm the
Britons.
old Brit now.
Nobody cares
Old
about you
news.
anymore.
People are used to you by now, Flicky.
Oh yeah, they still hate me.
Oh,
Where did
there we
that
go. It's all
Are
better.
you Oasis? Are you in the Left 4 Dead call, or did you make a separate one?
I made a separate one.
Okay. Did you?
I'll just start a group call.
Yeah,
Freezer will return soon.
Oh, by the way, Left 4 Dead No Survivors is now
Okay, yeah,
met.
you can.
Awesome. Thanks very much, guys.
You can fire back up.
Oh
Answer.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Echo.
Oh man,
Hello.
Okay, I will
This is a
do
problem.
the audio doesn't reroute because Adam can talk with you as well. So
Okay, yeah.
Hey, freeze it.
hello.
Freeze it. Freeze it.
Hello, Freezer. Could you say hello?
Hello.
He's not talking.
Hello.
Adam, he hates us.
I think you might have killed it on the speakers.
Did you?
Is he talking to you? Because we can't hear it on the speaker.
Hello. I can.
Is he saying anything?
Just freeze it. Of course he isn't.
Damn.
Sitting there in silence. Tell him I say hi.
There are
Flicky says
spare
hi.
headphones in the practice room I mentioned.
They
again.
can.
Good
I can
point.
hear you guys. I
But
can hear you guys.
But we can't hear him. That's the only issue.
Yeah.
I like.
Okay, I'll put it on the speakers then.
This is
This is where I open up a new donation to distract from this kind of fail, but
there we go. We got a new one. Spencer Reagan donated $400. Enough goes to making everyone die at the end of Left 4 Dead, and the rest goes to Dante and Devil May Cry 3. Flicky gets no sleep on my watch. Shout out to all the TL guys specifically, and everyone involved in general.
If you go to tools and check the audio
I'll be
settings.
miserable at work,
Check the
but
audio
it's worth
settings,
it.
that it's
Seeing
not
as we're killing time, if there is any TL guy who'd like to show off my unique TL swag.
Is it on screen right now? I don't think it is.
Is that not on screen?
It is?
It is?
Okay.
Alright, so this is like a 1 in 10 Zoe TL official mouse pad, which very
Basically what he's saying is you jelly.
Yeah. Just to prove who I am. It's covered with lots of dirt.
I don't know.
I think I have sneezed on it a few times.
Do we need
It's worn with love.
It's worn with love, right? Yeah.
What about if we switch to that?
Do you want the headphones?
So the note here is that 82 people went to finishing off Left 4 Dead the rest of the day, so you just got $320 towards the Dante.
How much?
$400 donation. And 300 or so of it went to you playing Devil May Cry. Spencer Reagan.
Audio output is going.
Oscar Coleman donated $5.
USB.
This is, oh god, I'm gonna murder this. This is Lajmer donating. Great Amnesia run, Adam. Good luck with the elevator voodoo. This money goes to Flicky's Dante and Devil May Cry 3. Horse!
Flicky, say something silly.
No. I'm not gonna dignify that.
Flicky refusing to say something silly is silly.
Because I'm getting... Just kill Firefox.
Okay, we're getting this issue
There's nothing
again.
on Firefox.
What issue?
Let's see.
Where I mark it as red and it keeps reappearing, but I think I figured out how to make that stuff happen.
Buy the headphones.
Oh my god, they just keep pouring in, so...
Yeah, I know.
Scott Ramage donated $10. Adam AK, your Amnesia run convinced me to donate for the 4th time. I lost my grandmother to cancer when I was too young to remember her. My parents told me she liked to sing along to her old jazz records, so let this donation go towards singing the ending music for F-Zero GX. F-Zero GX. And then dash SCXR SCXCR River City Gamers. Thank you for your donation, Scott.
Just relay the message or something.
Can you hear me well? Okay, cool. I can hear you as well. Yeah. So I'll be relaying messages from Freezy to you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
what happens when I need to do a super jump with Freezer?
We can always just swap headphones.
Okay. Can we just swap
You can
heads?
grab the other...
That works too.
Yeah, we have more pairs of...
There's my headphones are in there as well. There should be along the left wall. You can grab those.
Back here?
No, in the practice room where they're with the ones.
But it seems most likely that I would be doing super jumps with Flecky anyway.
I guess seeing as we're next to each other, I guess that would probably be a good idea.
I mean, in the worst case scenario...
Brandon Bear donated $15. Not more than a year ago, I lost a very close friend and a role model to leukemia. I just want to say that this charity drive, in and of itself, and the support of those donating really means a lot to me. And I'm sure it would mean the same to him if he were still with us. Take this $15 and put it towards one-handed Fallout. Good luck. That has been now met, I believe, with that donation. So... we were close before, and Lee now has to play one-handed Fallout and he offered that for both games.
It's his own choice.
In one donation. So he's playing Fallout 1 and 2 with one hand now.
Can't I just plug in the headphones into mine? That's all we need. Then I'll just join the Skype call again.
Alex Breyer donated $10 and says, "No survivors."
Oh, dude. Are we ready yet? Can we play or not?
No.
You guys are figuring audio right now.
As long as Adam gets that ready. Is there all computers?
Freezer, can you hear me?
Spoonhour donated $10.
Okay.
Lil Fox, it says in parentheses, so I assume that means this is Lil Fox.
Speakers.
Wonderful event and loved the Amnesia run. Best of luck to everyone with a 3 that I assume is a heart again.
Love you too.
Yeah, we have to go through this as well.
Okay, this one's very important, Adam. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Jody Keys donated $5 and says, "Please tell Adam that I think he's absolutely adorable." Thanks.
We are going to have two viewers. Let's see.
Is there an echo on the... apparently there's an echo on the other end of the Skype call.
I'm actually not hearing the Skype call for some reason, so...
Alright.
Yeah, they're talking about a loud echo.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let's see.
If they can hear the Skype call, they're probably hearing me over this microphone and the Skype call.
The Skype call is only here. This one should be muted. It's gonna get fixed because this is on one direct capture and the sound is also coming from the computer.
Oh, you couldn't find that funny.
You.
Set up Freezer. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Dude, it's
Can you hear
also
me?
4-player coordination.
Can you hear me?
It's really hard.
Yeah. Full player co-op mode is the hardest speedrun you could possibly do.
Find Maddie or...
Oasis.
Do you ever set up your character, by the way?
You plug it in, dude.
Goodness.
More headsets.
Oasis, you just plug it in, you take that, goes in, it's on.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, go for it. Go for it. Is it working for you?
No, the problem is that...
I should mention our current donation total is $79,245.50. So only a few hundred. Yeah, we're a few hundred away from 80 grand.
Oh my god.
Okay, we won't get that. Wait until GTA.
Yeah, should be okay.
You underestimate these guys.
I'll just relay the message from
There's no microphone on this, but somebody can listen and kind of.
It's cool. I'll just pretend.
I could use it maybe, but I won't simply be talking to Freezer directly. But if I can hear him, that would be good.
Yeah. You're gonna want to have one of those off your ear, otherwise you're not gonna hear those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is awkward, but it'll work. Gonna look really fashionable on stream, I guess.
From you?
Can I get some sunglasses with this? Oh, they can't see my other ear. Okay, then everything is fine.
I need to mirror
Which
the image.
still looking fashionable.
As long as you don't touch the
look where you
voice,
were.
so they can see your ear.
So I shouldn't look at the way.
Oh yeah, I lost it too. Internet on SDA just went down. Is the stream? Is there anybody connected to the other network that can check the stream, like on a laptop?
Yeah, SDA, no internet access.
Yeah, SDA was broken earlier, wasn't it?
No, I think like if the stream was on SDA, it might have just gone down.
It still says that the stream's going.
Dude, I'm streaming the chat.
Okay.
Just read it.
Oh, it's I'm connected again. Did you get reconnected?
It doesn't look like
Better?
it.
Actually, I'll just set it through here.
So disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, try it.
This is the. I'll just put it.
I want to see your mouse pad, Adam.
I want to see my mouse
and
pad.
it's connected
My
to
mouse pad is
SDA.
awesome. It is something I got for free with some random Nintendo magazine I once bought. This is what I use, contrary to.
Dude, mine was a
Freakin's
free gift, so.
Well, this one's even cheap. Well, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so do I win or do I lose? I probably
Yeah,
lose.
I guess you actually win, yeah, because yours is completely free, whereas
It's
I
completely
actually,
free.
I actually paid for this thing in a sense, but it is awesome. I mean, it's Mario. What else do you need?
Getting all the
money.
Okay.
So okay, what is the name gonna be?
You were gonna
Try disconnecting for each guest for now.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it, because it's audio.
Connecting for each guest for now, I guess.
Oh my god, I've been added by like a billion people.
Yeah, you showed your Skype.
No, not on
He's showed his
Skype. Steam.
Oh,
Steve.
They just looked up my nickname probably, but let's see.
Are you guys internet fine over there? Because
I'm on the 4H network now. Should I switch to the SDA one or?
What? Why are you on the 4H network?
That's what it was connected to, wasn't it?
well, I mean, we both just got connected from SDA, so I'm
Switch to
confirming
SDA?
that the actual computer is running
I
the
thought we
stream fine.
connected you by.
Oh well, apparently he's still just doing.
No, well, like I had a cord plugged in. Where'd it go?
Alright, so this will connect to 4H guest.
Oh,
It
here
won't
it
connect to
is.
SDA.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to get them to
Yes.
confirm. And they're not saying anything.
No, this one's supposed to go to. Well, he's got that plugged in. Yeah, it should be going over this line.
New emoticon.
Need to operate on a guy with 6
They can
broken
apparently-
ribs and blue hair?
Wait, they just saw me.
Yeah, you're Asian Napoleon Dynamite. apparently.
Okay, I can hear you fine.
Are we ready?
They can still hear us apparently, so
Well,
maybe.
It sounds great. Everything sounds great.
Okay.
Okay, can you
Okay,
push it
there's nothing I can do about these stupid friend things. I'm gonna get like 1,000 of these.
You can turn off the notifications.
Where do you do that?
People adding me.
down?
as
Dude,
friend.
just set yourself as
Busy.
do not disturb or busy, yeah.
Busy? Okay.
Busy, that's, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but you just go change your account.
Go change to offline.
Yeah, change it offline.
Yeah, but then if you're offline, we can't play together.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's just gonna make you offline from friends, not from
Yeah.
Steam.
I've gone to
One invite pending.
Try switching to busy.
Working.
I'm busy.
Trust me, put it on offline, you'll have no problem.
Yeah, but when you're offline, we can't play together.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's the issue. That would be a problem.
So I don't think you can do it. You have to your settings.
So wait, why don't we? Oh yeah, that's gonna be it.
It's cool, just be
Display
unpopular like me.
notification.
Display. Everything is turned off.
Turn off everything.
Okay.
I do have everything turned off, and I've still got some of them. But whatever, we'll be fine.
Sure.
Should be
I'm
okay.
getting millions of these.
I think they can hear me right now, so I'm just going to keep going with the donations.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Shauna Simmons donated $5. Hey guys, I got confused earlier, so the whole lot of my 25 earlier and the 5 now I would like to be donated to Left 4 Dead 0 Survivors.
Well, we're gonna get messages.
Or if that's done, anything you guys like. Die Hard? Question mark. Furthermore, the additional $5 is for you saying my name correctly. Shauna Simmons.
Or is everything kind of like okay-ish there?
The fact that you saying it correctly.
It says you're not in a joinable
Oh,
game.
we said it correctly, so you gave us 5 more. Okay, I get it.
I thought you donated 15
I thought you were challenging me, but okay, I understand now. Linda Long donated $20. This is for the Amnesia speedrun. It was so fun watching Adam AK commentate. He really makes the game not scary at all. Thanks for raising money from video games to support cancer awareness. Also, please give a shout out to my sweetie, Long Neck Turtle, and then Ryan in parentheses with a smiley face.
I'm just gonna ignore the top right corner.
Oh, there's your shout out.
That's the largest screen on the presentation, so...
Yeah, been invited, so...
Justin Peterson donated...
I discovered Amnesia through them.
Who?
To V.
Oh.
I'm actually giving them a shout out.
Oh, hey.
You're giving them a shout out.
Yeah.
No.
Of all people.
Or no, these are just all from earlier.
Chat, the stream can't see my face palm right now.
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm just
He's
vocalizing.
really
Justin Peterson donated $10. Can I put this towards more Umihara Kawase challenge runs? If not, put it towards FemShep for Mass Effect. That was put towards FemShep.
Maybe I should try my if I try my other hair, it's going to look ridiculous on stream, isn't it?
You look ridiculous anyway, man.
Do I look ridiculous?
Wait, why is
Give me some shade.
You might have to quit steaming the remote.
No, the shades.
William Manning donated $50. Left 4 Dead, no survivors, he says. That was already met. So if you have something else you'd like to donate that towards, you can message a mod in IRC, preferably SD and
The
Marathon.
camera's not gonna picture me, I guess.
I could use them.
Well,
we should probably turn it a bit. Yeah.
I don't think it's ever gonna have like a full view.
A little bit more, maybe.
You can probably catch all 3 of them.
Yeah, it's gonna get close. Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
I would say a little more.
A little more.
Tyler Schaefer donated $10. This is my second donation.
Yeah, I got it.
This amazing
Great
fun.
hobby.
Oh, this is my second donation to this amazing fundraiser.
Right.
Love the idea of playing video games for a good
right,
cause.
yes.
I just wish I was good enough
I was
to
totally
come up
paying
to one of these
attention. What are you
events.
on about?
As I said before, I battled leukemia when I was
Away
just
with
1
the
year
fingers.
old, and my grandma died from 2 years ago. My grandma
Frieza
died
can't
from
wait.
cancer 2 years
He's
ago.
impatient.
Thank you guys. Let Adam AK pick wherever he wants. He's awesome in all caps. So $10, Adam.
Frieza, let's go, dude.
Let's make it.
Join in.
We gotta play.
Sorry, just to confirm, which stream is whose, so we can let the...
Whatever came after
This
GTA
one's
3,
me.
the first donation incentive
This
after.
one's me.
Okay.
The first donation
Adam
incentive
writes,
hasn't
okay,
been met
so
yet.
After
Just do it.
first
Whichever
donation
hasn't
incentive that hasn't been met yet.
Exactly.
The next coming one.
been. I think that's Commander Keen had something.
Reduce the brightness. Just-
Nothing on Commander Keen.
Oh wait.
You're making this difficult, Adam.
Mine is going through this.
I'll look them up.
Yes. Is that okay? We don't need it then.
We
Yeah,
got
just
challenges?
because Adam's is like way more bright.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
one of
I
them.
think it's
There's
challenges.
Mega Man 7
Okay.
versus 8, I think is the next one.
Freeze it. Join our game.
I don't know anything
Okay.
about Mega Man, so let's make it.
Okay, we
Seven.
are ready.
Then I guess.
Castlevania, half modes, Ninja Gaiden
Yeah.
3.
You ready?
Pickups.
You didn't change your picture. I'm mad at you. Let's go.
Blast.
Be mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh, how could you?
He's still Blossom.
It's not gonna update anyway.
Okay, fine.
It's fine.
Wow, are we actually ready?
Sorry?
Whenever you guys are ready.
Wow.
There's also the Ninja Gaiden coming up that you can donate to choose between any % race or Sinister One
Okay,
playing
we're gonna do
pacifist.
one test that it doesn't crash or boot, no Steam login or
Thank you, we will. Timothy Mason donated $100. Watching you guys do these speed runs makes me feel like I'm complete garbage at video games. Nicely done. Put the money towards whatever you feel like. It was probably Die Hard.
Is that the thing?
We gotta work up to Cosmo. And we gotta unlock the Cosmo challenge by finishing the previous one. So
How much is the current one?
The current one is we're probably up to around 800 on that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's out of 1,000, and then the Cosmo is 2,000. So we're trying to unlock the Cosmo challenge, and then I'm sure people will really go nuts for it.
Okay.
Okay, so Rain apparently requested Maria on soap. Probably to troll Rob. So yeah. Well, you could always donate to troll Rob. Cameron Christensen donated $25. Cancer sucks. Die Hard owns. All glory to the Hypnotoad. If I could do like a vocalization of that weird noise the Hypnotoad does, I'd do it. So just kind of imagine I'm doing that now and there's a guy in the background trying. So thanks for the assistance.
Normally play windowed mode.
Okay. Do we do windowed and basically?
Yeah, that's it. Go for it. There's going to be a bar at the top. You can turn an expert.
We're not going to do it.
An expert either?
No, well, yeah, it's just we're not going to mess with it.
Okay,
I'll get too many games.
I mean, I can switch to full screen mode as well.
No,
it's easier.
Go with whatever you're comfortable with.
Martha Peck donated $20. Marth Vader here. Keep up the awesome work towards a very important cause. My vote is for anything except Die Hard. Good luck, have fun. So what did that go towards? We haven't decided yet.
What do you guys
Okay.
think? How about this? Best Final Fantasy being Final Fantasy Legend.
No, we're not touching that. No, that is for the viewers only.
Fine then.
Well, there's the
The
Amnesia.
next game is Save Kill Agrippa.
Yeah. Is that still like $40 apart? We can put it closer.
Let me see.
Do we have the audio
No, we don't have the audio.
No, apparently it's all on
He
save.
put he put 50 towards kill earlier, didn't he?
That must have gotten broken.
Okay. Analog audio, then we need it here.
Yeah, no, but it's been there for a while.
It was at 90, and then we got 50 towards save, so it probably just didn't get assigned correctly.
That's gonna be a fun fix.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So while they figure that out, because it's a race again. I don't know.
Are you hearing anything?
Yeah, we need a little louder into it.
The webcam is on the PC right now, isn't it?
I don't want Yeah, no, anymore. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to Frankenstein the setups a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, we good. So I think we're good.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try and set these up so they don't come in on the mic.
What's the delay roughly in the audio?
I have no idea.
Oh, he's pissed.
Yeah.
All right,
It'll
so
be,
oh my God.
let's see if that works.
Really delayed?
Hey, it worked. It's
Wait,
gone.
Let me get punched.
So the tracker just wanted me to read that donation again, apparently.
It seems really even, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, dude. It's just standing here. Oh, there we go.
It's just the...
We're doing some final tests here, it looks like. We had to Frankenstein the setup here a little bit, so that's why we have the delay. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. Leave it low, and I can increase it on my end.
I think we're doing some final volume adjustments right now.
Yep.
So I think we all set.
Is it all set? Are you ready to go?
Ooh,
and it's recording, so.
we're getting the ready checks.
Brightness 5 as well.
Dot ready. Racers ready up. Race spot is a go.
I'm up for a race if anybody in the chat wants to do it.
Okay.
We do not need to wait on people ready up right now, Adam.
Do the countdown thing then.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to main menu.
Do we want to adjust the camera though?
I can rotate.
A little bit. Yeah, we can. It's easy to just move the monitor, yeah.
As long as I don't push you off the table.
You're
fine.
Okay, cool.
But
Just do that so you can see Adam a
get
little bit.
priority. Maybe. If you're good.
Yeah, you're just. Oh, never mind. You can't use it. Never mind. I forgot we had to have everybody listening. I was gonna say you can use it. A little bit down.
I could plug a USB headphone in if you want me to.
Actually, I can give you my headphones if you really need them.
It should be okay.
Wouldn't you hear me talking twice?
No, because I can just send game audio.
Oh, okay.
If you use USB headphones, like it won't use these.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's the issue. Okay.
We unfortunately passed on
Just gonna max gamma for a moment. Okay.
That's a side effect of the setup we had to do for this run.
Alright, yep, so do a
Okay.
countdown whenever you're ready.
Well, there's
We
going to be a
can
really
turn-
long loading screen at first.
We can
so
turn
I'm
this around for
gonna
people
start the
listening
game
out
and
here,
then
let me know when it's
since it's showing right here.
Shout. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just shout something.
but we could turn the camera.
Okay.
Screen.
You could go watch in the New York room. Yeah, we had to kind of finagle the setup a little bit, and that killed the viewing monitor over there. It's just for this run. The other ones will have the back on the monitor over here. What? He's right here.
Hi.
You can be behind him as long as you're. I'll put it also to something random. So how about Fallout one-handed?
So Fallout one-handed has been met.
Has it been met?
This is the output.
It was close.
Oh, this is the input. Input. Oh no.
Yeah, it's just short. So
Fallout one-handed. Sure.
Fallout one-handed.
Okay.
What does Fallout 100 need to get to?
500.
Was it? What's that?
Huh?
It was at 465. We just put 20 towards it.
Okay.
Stephen Catron donated $10. Grandfather currently suffers from colon cancer. Wish I could donate more, but I hope this helps all the same. Yes, it does, and thank you very much.
All right, let me know if you can. Yeah, let me know if you can.
Which one is that?
No. That one plugs into my computer.
Ashley Brunt donated $30. Thank you all for your work putting this together for such a good cause. Awesome job on the runs. We lost my grandmother several years ago, and I have almost lost my grandmother and my mother to this horrible disease. I hope one day no one else will have to suffer it. Thank you very much for your donation.
I have another.
I'm going to click this because the flashing is annoying. So I think we're getting closer to fixing Amnesia here.
I mean, we've got video and everything. We just need to make sure that the audio is working as well. And then we're good to go.
So we'll have Amnesia here shortly. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Okay, so yeah. Kill Agrippa's at 50, save is at 105.
Alright, so if you really want Agrippa to be killed, you've got some work to do. It's $55 behind,
We could do it either way.
and that's going to be cut off pretty quickly into the run. So you want to be getting that in now if you want to be changing that. And Christopher Becker donated $25. Lost my mom to cancer just a month ago. Boo cancer. Cancer is dumb. But speedrun. Go you guys, keep up the good work. I couldn't agree more. Thank you very much, Christopher.
I just want I don't want to mess this up more than yours. I mean, I just thought you needed more than what you had.
One needs to plug it back.
Good, how are you doing?
No. This is not.
Alright, Casual Dragon Bjorn donated $20. My cousin got tongue cancer and had to have 2 surgeries to get rid of it. Let's get rid of cancer so things like that don't happen to others. Please put my donation towards anything you, the speaker, want. Unless you use my real name, then put it towards slapping yourself. No, we covered it. Thank you very much. So what I want, that should put us over on Fallout one-handed, right?
Yeah, how much was it? 20?
20?
Yeah, I think so.
So let's do that. Let's make Lee play Fallout one-handed.
Okay. Okay.
It's not exactly trolling Lee, but I want to see it.
I mean, it was his idea, right?
Oh, it's his idea.
He should be up for it.
Thomas Smith donated $10. Excellent stream. Love the Super Meat Boy run. I want to contribute my donation to the Die Hardest race. Keep up the great work, everyone. So yeah, apparently we only have 1 copy of that game and it's not a race anymore. So once we unlock the 3rd Die Hard run, we're working towards Cosmo. It'll be Cosmo playing by himself and attempting to break the record. But Cosmo, as you know, is a quick study and is over learning from the best on how to play that game. So once we finish up unlocking the 3rd one, we'll start moving towards getting Cosmo to play the 4th one. And we're...
apparently we're having problems with one of the mics, Cool Maddie.
One of the what?
One of the mics. here.
Can we be more specific? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. Talk.
Hi, we're talking. I'm doing my radio voice. How is this? We're diagnosing sound problems.
Apparently they're hearing a lot of static as you're moving stuff around.
Why don't you go...
Okay, 1 second. I'm here.
Well, they are messing with wires and making sure that the mixer is set up correctly for the upcoming run.
One. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what it is.
I'm checking them all. Oh, they're all synthesized. Can I hear any static now?
I'm going to talk some more for you so you can try and hear static. Giving you my radio voice.
It's pretty good radio voice. Adam, could you come and check the brightness? Brightness? You know, from the...
Oh, I usually crank it up by 40%.
Apparently it's better.
People are saying it's better, so whatever you just changed.
I'll just keep listening to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was just moving around cables. And
Yeah, we were trying to make sure the audio for this game is done correctly because he's playing it on his laptop instead of the main PC. So we were moving cables and there was probably just some crackling going on while we're moving cables. That can happen.
I'll just load
Thanks
it.
for letting us know. It's great to hear that kind of feedback so we can diagnose it, but that one was probably just something really simple.
Refinery is pretty much the darkest area. So let's try that one.
Scott Fiedler donated $20. Hey, Adam, LaFolk here. This $10 goes to you showing me how to do chairlifts at some point in the future. Wait, did you hear that, Adam?
Sorry?
Hey, Adam, LaFolk here. This $10 goes to you showing me how to do chairlifts at some point in the future. If that doesn't work, put the $10 to having Adam die in the cells. Also, you, Weebles, and I will need to race once you return to your home country of Mongolia. Good luck, have fun.
Okay. Thanks for the donation, LaFolk. I will show you how to do chairlifts,
Wait,
definitely.
no, dude, this says account name Oasis on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he logged on.
Don't worry about it yet.
It'll be fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna
is there
go
supposed to be audio playing right now?
There should be audio, definitely.
Tthank you for your donation.
Flashback at the moment, so there should be sound coming through. And it should be incredibly dark, by the way.
I'm hearing something.
I'm hearing it too.
Do I need to crank it up on my end? Or?
No.
Ah, there you go. Oh, this is fancy.
So we're doing some final checks on Amnesia here. Should be getting started here in a minute. Thanks for sticking with us, guys, and being patient. This is an awesome run if you haven't seen it before. I know a lot of people who haven't seen this might be questioning how you speedrun Amnesia. Just wait and see. You are not prepared for what you're about to see. Okay. Let's just say that shovels are really strong. Is that a good assessment, Adam?
Shovels are fantastic, trust me.
Yeah, shovels are amazing.
Shovel has become my favourite item in any game ever.
I knew it was one of these.
And that's an item a lot of people could have just not even noticed the shovel. Like, you could just go through that room and not see the shovel, and that's a crucial part of your run now.
It's such a trivial thing, but it makes the run so much better.
Oh yeah, definitely. So hopefully we'll be starting here in a minute.
Check.
I mean, I hear it right here.
That's what I was just told. Is that wrong?
No,
Okay, so we are doing the race?
Yeah.
Once the schedule merge is complete, you draw, and then it'll be drawn.
Okay, so apparently we're back to having a race on Die Hard. Okay, is it going to be 2 people, or are you still in the race?
It's not what?
So it's going to be...
Is there a place that makes some noise?
Make some noise.
Cosmo
I
versus
just need
you?
to try a different area.
What's your name again?
You need to
So apparently it's going to be Cosmo versus Withheld in the race now. Because we have a PAL pack of Die Hard.
I want mine on this one.
Do I have a safe? He does.
So the race is back. Pipe race, Die Hard race. What better race? Yeah, apparently we have a PAL pack of Die Hard. That's true. And so now it's going to be Cosmo versus Withheld racing Die Hard.
I'm going to do the screeching noise whenever...
Once we get to that one. This one just keeps stranger and stranger, but it's Cosmo playing that game. I mean, come on, that's hype. Especially since Cosmo has that habit of playing games and just being so chill while he's doing silly things. Like, what's gonna happen with Die Hard? I keep marking this comment as red and it just won't go away.
Keep on reading it.
Maybe that's what we should do. So you're just gonna get your comment read twice, so maybe it'll go away from the tracker. Thomas Smith donated $10. Excellent stream. Love the Meat Boy run. I want to contribute my donation to the Die Hardest race. Keep up the good work, everyone. And it's a race again, so it's appropriate. Maybe the tracker was yelling at me.